And we are live. Good to see you all. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. I am joined with Michael at the moment for the Flat Earth Friday, so we'll have to wait for people to come in, obviously. But it's good to see you. How's it going, Michael?
I'm doing good, you?
Good as always. Just getting prepared for the Luca. It will be great to...
How much you look like that.
As much as I love Luca and things, it will be great to have some other Globies also coming in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I like him, but I just can't handle when he's on form, like.
Yeah, it gets a bit much sometimes, but yeah. What can we say? I appreciate Luca, though. I appreciate him coming in. But it just shows you at least he has the balls to come in. The other guys don't. But yeah, you said he's coming today. But
Wesley comes in, right?
Wesley comes in. I must say, I like Wesley too. I really do like Wesley. He also has a lot of different views and things. But I do pray for them. Because at the end of the day, I care more about people's salvation than if they care about the globe or flat earth or not.
That's how I've started thinking.
Yeah, I frankly, guys, if you believe in a flat earth or not, it's not going to change your salvation. So, hey,
I look back on 10 years that I've been a flat earther. You know what I mean? And has it changed my life? Not really.
It changes things in the way you look at things sometimes. You know what I mean? But it doesn't really change you. I do think the flat earth community, though, has brought out a lot of fake people.
Yeah.
It has exposed some people that's literally just in it for the deceptiveness of it, I would say. Trying to make a name for themselves. I don't know. I guess that's why I get called out by the community, because they don't like me speaking truth. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of become a cesspit of non-truth, though, hasn't it, lately? Like.
Yeah. But guys, we are speaking about level now, by the way. I've got a video from Dave McKeegan, which we're going to go through, I guess. See, Terrence in the chat. Good to see you. Emma, hello. DT, what's up, brother? Justin, incredible. Hey. Terrence, good to see you too. We got Awesome as well in. Ninja, what's up? And PJ and LJ. Good to see you all. Appreciate you. Okay. So, yeah, I think while we wait for people, we're going to watch Mr. McKeegan.
It's still got Antarctica t-shirt.
He's Antarctica crazy. He literally had a stream last night or something. I think it's a long one, where he's showing, he's like, how TFE was faked. And then he starts off with saying, well, this is easy. It wasn't faked. Yeah, obviously he's going to say it wasn't faked. And then he just shows some, the same videos and things he's always been showing, and then making excuses on why it's not faked. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's sad. I find it really ironic that these guys are pushing TFE so much when they're saying, it doesn't matter. They say this isn't really important. They just did it.
It is important to them.
But they pushing it non-stop. Their whole branding's based on TFE.
Just didn't do what they thought it were going to do, sadly.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to play some of this. This is about horizontal. And he's saying flat earthers butcher level. Yeah. So watch this.
Hello everybody, hope you're doing well, and thanks for joining us for another video. Now, when it comes to flat earthers, there is one word you will often hear from them, which is level. Where they will say,
hey Skeptic, good to see you, brother. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. I actually have to add him as moderator. There we go. The vote so far, guys. The reality we live on. 69% say flat, 31% say globe, 0% simulation, 0% say camel. But yeah, good to see you guys. Hit the likes, please, and just share the show, because it really, really does help. And appreciate all the supporters. You rock.
Well, Earth's literally like a camel, isn't it? Because it's got a hump.
Yeah, well, the reason I put Camel Earth in there is because I got ChatGPT to say we live on a camel hump. So, just for the fun of it.
Like, it's called sea level, not...
Yay, someone's here. Oh, it's the PJ. What's up, man?
It's
not me.
He's literally got that meme up, right? And like, he's gonna try and defend that top part of it. Really?
Yeah, and you can see it says fantasy.
Just looking at it, you can tell it's fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? I think it's just ridiculous. It's just not how
But,
physics
yeah,
works.
like the bottom one looks like I'm looking at an horizon.
Yeah, like it would be in reality. I just quickly rewinded
Like
it a
in
bit, 10 seconds, so you can listen to what he's saying about the meme, though. Because I think it's important what he's trying to say, so we can, you know, just do what you always do, just demolish it.
Well, though, does it, that lad, man? If I didn't know any better, I'd say we're on heroin.
level.
Okay.
Where they will say things like, it's called sea level, not sea curve. Or they say the earth is flat because water finds its level, and then they post memes like this, claiming that on a globe the Suez Canal would curve down by almost 10,000 feet. Or they talk about planes in straight and level flight and how they're holding a flight level, which they then claim would not be possible on a globe. Well, there's even been 3 Flat Earth movies released entitled Level.
I just want to point out, all these 3 so-called movies, who's always in them?
All the usual suspects, innit?
The usual suspects, exactly.
Yeah. Just had to point that out. Really odd stuff. But, yeah, he's got an issue with the word level. You can, I think you gathered that already. But it's
level is.
but yeah, how are flat earthers butchering the word level? May I ask?
Well, it's like this. If they can go to a shop and buy me a curved level, then I'll accept it.
Mm-hmm. Hey Lob, good to see you. Red Bull's in as well. Santero, you guys rock. Yeah.
And the crux of their arguments is claiming that level is straight, not curved. Basically, that level...
Yeah, because that's what level is. Straight. That's literally what level is. It's synonymous with each other.
means horizontal, which is not actually the case. It's a common misconception that, to be fair, can be a little tricky to wrap your head around, but the term level is referring to heights, such as levels of a building and how you can go up and down to different levels. Level crossings on train tracks are so called because the road is crossing the train track at the same height.
He's just debunked himself. I mean, a building with different levels, are those horizontals on top of each other?
Yeah.
So they literally level with each other at different heights.
Is he on about zebra crossing?
A train track crossing by saying, oh, it's because it's a level crossing because they're crossing at the same height. So level, horizontal. Because it wouldn't help if the one was higher than the other, would it? Then it's not level.
I've got news for him anyway. Railway's level from one end to other.
Yep.
Like what distance it covers.
Yep. But don't worry, guys. This is gonna get very. This is when I first watched this. What was the first thought that come to mind? Desperation. Yeah.
Rather than using tunnels or bridges to go above and below each other. Or level can also be used to describe abilities and difficulties, such as in sport. Are players or teams the same or different levels compared to their opponents? Or
Yeah,
like how
because,
today's sponsor...
Sorry?
they're called different levels because you're imagining a one level on top of another, one higher than another. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, it's not as though any of the examples he's giving, none of them suggest curve.
Exactly.
In any of them, no.
But you understand what his argument is here? You've got to understand the context of the word level, and then he literally is doing what he's saying against. He goes against what he's saying.
It's just trickery. Like the level we want to be dealing with is the level that you would use in building, and when you're building on the surface of the earth. So it's that level we want to be talking
Exactly, not the level of someone's IQ or whatever. What's up, Shank? Good to see you, man. But yeah, this is just obviously he's a sponsor, so we don't need to watch that.
How they use interactive fun and day
Okay, thank you.
throughout
Okay.
2.5 subscription height,
Okay, there we
which
go.
incidentally is what flight level is referring to. It's talking about the altitude of the plane rather than the pitch of the nose. For example,
The pitch of the nose is part of level flight, Dave. Shows he doesn't understand the dynamics of flight then. Because you can't fly level if the pitch of your plane, of your nose is wrong.
What's that horizontal that nose has got to be above though?
The altitude of the ground. Exactly. But don't worry, we're going to get through all this stuff. We're going to put up citations and everything and, you know, do the usual. But it's quite funny, though, because the guy clearly is desperate to try and make level seem something it's not. Correct?
You see how he's got Antarctica all over the place. He's got a big photograph in the back wall. He's got Antarctica on his t-shirt. He's got a certificate to the left of him.
I thought TFE is not important to them.
I know, yeah. He's got his old
Like an altar, innit?
Yeah.
It does. It looks like a shrine.
It literally is. Oh, and it's got a wee Baphomet star on the old Antarctica on his t-shirt.
the instruction to a pilot might be climb and maintain flight level 350, which means climb to 35,000 feet and stay at that altitude. But most planes will actually hold a slightly nose-up attitude when they're flying at a constant height. So straight and level flight is not referring to the pitch of the plane. Straight is referring...
Actually, it is. Because you know that angle of attack you just showed? It's referred to the horizontal, which is parallel to the ground.
Right.
How does he get his plane to go round a ball if nose is pitched up?
Oh, yeah, always.
Yeah, it'd have to slow engines down, wouldn't it?
Right.
The problem is you would
Drop
either
down
have
that
to
bar.
change your
But-
thrust.
And it would drop like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that pitch data shows that it don't drop speed and it don't change its position. So
Yeah, it doesn't change thrust and he doesn't change his pitch to be able to keep with the curve. It stays exactly the same in level flight.
that's that then.
referring to the heading, such as maintaining a heading of 270 degrees is flying straight rather than turning left or right. And the level part means to hold that assigned flight level altitude. Like I say, planes frequently have a slightly nose-up angle of attack when they are actually in straight and level flight. Meaning level in that context has nothing to do with the pitch of the plane and
It literally has everything to do with the pitch of the plane. Because if your angle of attack is wrong, you cannot fly a level flight. Because the pitch is based on a horizontal datum. That horizontal datum is parallel to the ground, which gives your altitude. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. I thought he does his homework better than this. And I mean, the fact that he just said, if you're flying level and you're keeping with the pitch, up, and it's got nothing to do with level when you literally just talked about pitch and level together. It's quite
Why does he
something.
look so angry?
Because he's trying desperately to get people to, change what the word level is. What's up, Derek?
Hey guys.
Good to see you.
But do you know, like, so like the flat Earth's so stupid, and it's so wrong. Why do they have to keep making constant videos about it?
Because they get money off of it. Remember, this is where their content is. I mean, he used to do camera content, and he didn't do that great, to be honest. But ever since he started doing flat Earth content, he's, everything skyrocketed for him. So this is literally his grifting game now. Flat Earth. But the ironic thing is they claim flat Earth is not important. Flat Earth is dumb. But yet their whole career is built on flat Earth.
Right. I mean, his whole shrine there was because of flat Earth, you know.
He's a shriner.
Well, when they asked Duffy, "Are you a traveling man?" he said yes.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a journeyman.
What's up, Brian? So yeah, it's quite funny. Shane, what's up, dude?
Thus means the idea that straight and level flight can't work on a globe is wrong. It seems flat earthers are conflating level and horizontal.
It's literally synonymous with each other. Can anybody tell me what does synonymous mean?
Same.
It's literally synonymous with each other.
Yeah.
And he's trying to say, oh, they're trying to conflate it. You can't have one with the other. They literally are, what we say, synonymous. It's like saying, I have a body and I have a right hand and a left hand. I can't have a right and a left hand if I don't have a body. Get it?
No, but you can have two right arms if you're Allah.
And a giant shin.
Yeah, and a giant shin. You shall know him by his shin. Oh, man. What is it? Idiotic.
And assuming that level means flat when they say things like it's sea level, not sea curve. To which my usual response is to say it's not sea flat either. Level does not refer to how flat the sea is, it refers to its relative height. If level meant flat, then we wouldn't need horizontal.
Yes, you do, because you can have a flat vertical. You can have a flat 45-degree angle. You can have a flat 70-degree angle.
I can throw this back to him, though. If level means curved, then why do we have level? Why do we just not call it curved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But you understand, so he literally doesn't understand the horizontal is what gives it orientation based on the vertical. That's how we know it's level. Because what is level based upon? Parallel to the ground. So if you are basing your horizontal, your level on sea level, that means the sea is level to wherever your height is that you are representing it. So if the sea is this level, you are 10 meters above, you are 10 meters above the water. And that means horizontal lines parallel to each other, sharing the same vertical. Yeah, you need to say all plumb lines need to share the same verticals. If you do not share the same verticals, it's not level. And that's also in the definition, by the way, which we will bring up.
Be the same thing. But, I mean, why would a flat earther listen to what I have to say? So
because you're an idiot.
What makes you think that flat earthers have to listen to you?
Yeah.
What makes you think that all you say is worth listening to?
He's just proven He's just proven people shouldn't listen to him. He's literally just shown people shouldn't listen to him because he cannot even get the word level correct.
He'd have a job on in construction, I'm telling you.
Exactly, Sean. Sea level refers to its relative height. Says what? Yet in a model, the sea is 20 miles further from the sea floor than water elsewhere on the globe. Is that bold still sea level? Yeah, it's contradictory. They live on a geoid, for Pete's sake. A geoid has different levels from the center of Earth. We've been pointing this out Forever. That's why my name used to be Flatzoid, because I was literally taking the Mickey out of their geoid.
Instead,
Like
here
they
is
can't
the
make up their
explanation from the
Sorry?
I said it's like they can't make up their mind. Yeah, it goes from like geoid to pear, and then we get images of a perfect sphere.
Yeah, I know.
I
Let's be
really.
Yeah, but then it's too big to see the curve, but we can see curve 3 miles away. The curve is physical.
Yeah.
The horizon's physical, but it's optical. You know.
It's an ape mess, isn't it?
That's exactly what
having a
Michael
good
said,
time.
Shanty Globe. That's exactly what Michael said. If level meant curve, we wouldn't need the word curve based on his own logic. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Michael said.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and, level in my dictionary is synonymous with flat. It means it's the same meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where Dave is getting off saying, "Oh no, you're conflating it." Well, then he's saying the dictionary conflates it.
That is what it says.
Like he's arguing with a dictionary at this point.
But he has to conflate it, though.
I know.
But the
It's
reason...
unfortunate.
Yeah, I think the reason he's making this video is because he... You know, it's almost like he's trying to be an apologist for why they can't defend their argument that the globe is supposed to be level. So he has to reinvent what level means. And by doing that, he's trying to insult flat earthers and say, flat earthers are so dumb, they don't understand what level is. Yet
I think it's
he doesn't.
I think it's because I was saying that every single one of them proved a flat earth just getting to Chile.
That is true. Well, he is going to bring flight data up on you, by the way. And his argument's going to be, nah. Yeah.
Well, it's like McToon did something similar a couple of years ago, didn't he? Where like he got a really old dictionary himself, but he didn't bring up the definition of level. He brought up a definition of leveled.
Yes,
which
exactly.
actually it didn't mention that it's synonymous with flat in that. But the thing is, he omitted what the definition of level was. He wouldn't let anyone look.
But even leveled though requires horizontal, because it's basing it on a reference of horizontal.
Yeah, of course it is.
Ryan,
It
thank you
is.
for your $5 super chat, man. Really appreciate the support. He says conflation is masturbation. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Sean says feels like Duffy pushed for the same red line redefine of what level is during our debate last. But that's all they've been doing, Sean. They want to redefine a whole bunch of things because they can't just humble themselves and say, okay, yeah, our belief system doesn't fit what the definition says. That's all they have to do. A normal, ordinary globe person who believes in the globe is not an anti-globe, anti-flat earther, would just say, okay, yeah, my belief system says this. The definition doesn't fit what I believe. That's not what they do. Just incredible. Wow, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. He just says, God bless, with hands praying. Appreciate it, brother. You are a big blessing to this channel. And I really appreciate you and your support. Thank you very much, man. You are awesome.
Right on,
Where's
Justin.
Vicky, PJ?
Sorry?
Where's Vicky?
She was in
She
there.
got a sore head. She went to lie down.
Oh, sure. We'll get better soon, Vicky. Hope she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
Yeah. I still
Yeah,
can't
I
believe
give
the
her
things.
all
I
the-
still can't believe the things said on your stream, man, by those people. The people.
Oh, I
trying
know.
to-
Isn't that
It's
mad?
crazy.
Isn't that mad?
What
Nuts.
people?
It's
What
actually
people?
That
What
video.
people?
The video you.
the
they-
stream he
right.
just had up.
I thought you meant people were in your chat saying
No. Listening to the nonsense of the people, it's crazy. Because in the UK, it's going
nuts.
hectic, guys. Hectic bad.
Yeah. That was Australia.
That
That
were
one.
Australia.
Oh, that was Australia.
Australia just
Wow.
Yeah, it was Australia.
I thought that was by you guys.
No,
That's bad.
Mm-hmm. Just.
Sean actually says a very good point here. He says, redefining words like level is in the same spirit of did God really say? It's what all liars do. 100% agree. And unfortunately, I'm seeing this with the Sage and Sword Seasonists.
Well, that's all we've ever had, you know. That's not what that means. You don't understand what that's saying, you know. That's all you ever get.
Yeah.
There's no valuable rebuttal you ever get from any glober.
Yeah. You haven't got a PhD. You didn't go to school.
Sean, I would actually I want to have a discussion with you actually on JT follows JC stream last night, so we should actually get in contact. There's a few things I would like to talk to him about on there, because it was very interesting stuff. I was telling Michael I was watching some of it getting triggered before we started. Really changing scripture again, you know. It's sad that people have to go to such lengths. And yeah, guess what, guys? The reason why JT won't talk to people like us is because he's an anti-Semitic Zionist Christian hater, apparently. Yeah. Very sad.
Well, I became a Zionist because of them.
The Bible tells me to. The Bible tells me that's God's chosen people, so I just do what the Bible says.
Yeah, Jesus tells me not to hate anybody, so I just don't hate anybody.
Yeah. Why hate? The day you think Jesus tells you to hate, then you're not following the same Jesus we do. That's for sure.
That's it.
Okay.
Opening pages of Chapter 2 in this textbook, Surveying for Engineers. Chapter 2, Leveling. Leveling is the name given to the process of measuring the difference in elevation between two or more points. In engineering surveying, leveling has many applications and is used at all stages in construction projects, from initial site survey through to the final setting out. In practice,
This is
it's
the
possible
same argument.
He's literally making our point right here, by the way. I realize that. He's literally making our point. And he doesn't realize what he's reading out is saying what we say.
Are you going to be hard pushed to find a laser level that curves?
But you see, he's doing what McToon did, though, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah,
Leveling.
it's the same thing.
It's leveling. Look what it's saying, guys. Leveling is the name given to the process of measuring the difference in elevation. By the way, elevation means horizontal and flat and level. Elevation literally is altitude above level.
That's what I keep telling you. You do on railway. You level railway.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to do that process, it can't follow curvature. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
If you're leveling something, it can't be curved. That's stupid.
But yeah, no, the point is, it's like the argument isn't based on the word leveling at all. It's on the word level. That's his gripe. So why isn't he focusing on that word instead?
Because he thinks, because it doesn't say you're flat or horizontal, he thinks he can get away with it without understanding elevation literally requires horizontal. This guy's a nonce, man.
And yeah, he's just recycling already used material.
What's the word we
we've
usually
been
call
over
these?
this.
Yeah, what's the word we usually call these guys? Chuff nuggets.
Enough chugging.
Yeah, you might. I was going to say you might want to retract nonce. Like, I don't know about that.
Okay, I'll say chuff nugget rather. Hey, Spuddy, haven't seen you in a while, mate. Good to see you.
Hey, Spud.
Spudrick.
Yeah. But yeah, let's carry on listening to him literally digging his own hole.
Measure the heights to better than a few millimeters when leveling, and this precision is more than adequate for height measurements on the majority of civil engineering projects. Section 2.1 Level and Horizontal Lines. The term level line and horizontal line are used frequently and need to be carefully defined.
Are used frequently in leveling. Listen, not frequently in the word level, frequently used in leveling and need to be carefully defined. Look what it says.
A level line or surface is defined as a line along which all points are the same height.
Along which all points are at the same height, because the Earth is curved. Okay.
Because the Earth is curved, level lines are also curved, as shown in figure 2.
That is literally an oxymoron. You cannot have a curved level line. A level line, literally by definition, is horizontal.
Right.
This is why it's called leveling. Hence why I brought leveling up here. I think let's do this. This is what you should be doing, Mr. Dave McKeegan. Merriam-Webster, this is their favorite choice for using their things. Okay. Let me just get all these out. Okay.
Sorry.
Synonym of
Nice
level.
one, Spud.
Okay. Let's see. Synonyms of level, guys. A device for establishing a horizontal line or plane by means of a bubble in a liquid that shows adjustment to the horizontal by movement to the center of the slightly bowed glass tube. A measurement of the difference of altitude of 2 points by means of a level. Horizontal condition, especially equilibrium of a fluid marked by a horizontal surface of even altitude. Water seeks its own level. By the way, he has an issue with this as well, which he's going to bring up. He's going to say it's stupid. You know what his argument against water seeks its own level is? Water's not sentient.
What? Oh, that's what it says. It's so bad.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Let's get you on.
I said I'd meet you in town.
I'll just.
Yeah, you can put it up quickly. Yeah, you can bring up your definition because I've got so much more to show on
No,
that
it's not.
definition as well.
I'm not bringing up my definition. I'm bringing up their curve calculator.
Oh, okay. This should be exciting.
See here, surface level is an horizontal.
It's a
line.
horizontal line. Yeah.
Eye level is an horizontal line. This is your curve.
Is that eye level parallel to the horizontal surface level?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
as
wow.
it has to be.
Yeah.
Insane.
Alright.
So it actually debunks them based on their own Earth curve calculator.
Metabunk that.
Mm-hmm. And they love using Metabunk.
Yeah. Funny, innit?
Or Walter Beslin also shows the same thing.
Yeah, Bislin shows it as well.
Okay.
Because you need an horizontal to calculate curvature.
Yeah. But I will go through the definitions and stuff after. Let's just carry on listening to what he says there.
Point 1. Consequently, when using optical or digital...
Wait, just want to say thank you, $20. Thank you very much, Justin. Appreciate it. He says, salute and God bless to all veterans Tuesday, November 11th. Wow. Yeah, the 11th is Tuesday. You're correct. Is it Veteran Tuesday?
There'll be no peace for veterans in our country, I can assure you.
It's sad, man. But appreciate the super chat, Justin. 100% agree. Veterans fought long and hard and gave up so much for people's freedom. And unfortunately, people's freedom today is taken away by Islam. And the governments are freely giving it. So,
They fought to defend England as an island and to protect all England's borders, and now it's a free for all.
yep.
Yeah.
But it's not
Everything
just
that-
England, it's getting everywhere now, man. Everywhere. They are just
We got-
infiltrating everywhere at this moment.
We call it Remembrance Day, don't we?
Mhm.
Poppy Day.
Poppy Day.
Poppy Day.
Remembrance Sunday.
Aye, Remembrance Sunday.
But thanks again, Justin. Appreciate it, man. You're a big blessing. And yeah, we got to pray for all our veterans, though, you know, because
We sure do.
Yeah, because
I was just
They've been through the grinder, I can tell you that much.
Especially them ones that are homeless.
Yeah. There's so many veterans today that are literally just thrown to the garbage. For everything they've given, they're just thrown to the garbage, and it's so sad.
When my mate came back from Afghanistan, I mean, he ended up homeless. He went to the British Legion to help him. They gave him a food parcel and 35 quid, and that was it. No more after that. That was it.
Insanity.
It's insulting.
Yep.
It's like
Yep.
that's where I almost got sent off to. Like it was already signed and over and done with until God saved my butt. But no, yeah, it's interesting how we have to go overseas to fight the terrorists who are heavily Islamic. But then you go and fight that war and you come back and here's the same people saying we need to invite these Islamists in.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's crazy.
Right.
Yes.
Digital levels to determine height differences, measurements should be taken from curved level lines. A horizontal line is one which is normal to the direction of gravity, the vertical, at a particular point, such as P in figure 2.2. Horizontal lines or surfaces are therefore tangential to level lines or surfaces at individual points. When an optical or digital level is set up correctly, it defines a horizontal line for measurement of height differences, and this would seem to contradict the need to measure along curved level lines.
Because it does contradict.
Level.
So why?
Because as soon as you're saying you are creating a horizontal line, which is parallel to the surface of Earth, there is no curve anywhere. And if you're claiming something is level, that means there can be no drop. That means the horizontal, he's literally claiming now the horizontal can curve. That's literally what he's trying to claim here, guys. I mean, I would ask anybody to phone any institution, any mathematician, it doesn't matter who, or even any person that's ever just, got more than 2 brain cells, and ask them a simple question. Does horizontal curve? They'll probably laugh at you in your face.
And they really would. I mean, but that's also why they don't hop on board that side of the fence as far as arguing for a globe, because they know these arguments too, and they'd be like, crap. Mm-hmm. If we're going to try to say the same thing as Dave or Toon, we'd look like complete fools. And they do. So they don't. They just stay away from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
However, for most survey work, the difference between a horizontal line and level line, called curvature, is small enough to be ignored, and it can be assumed that level and horizontal lines are the same. End quote. Now, you'll notice that it states for most survey work, not all survey work. And
yeah, because most survey work works on planar surveying, which means no curve. You literally just read it out. They ignore the curve. Why do they ignore it? Because it doesn't exist. Because you cannot curve a horizontal. Now, they got an issue because they claim curve should start for a 6-foot observer at 3 miles. Correct? Yeah. Well, it actually should start at your feet already, but at 3 miles, you should have had a 1-foot observer height would, enough to be able to see something disappear behind the curve. Now, my question to you guys is, when they build malls, let's for instance take a nice long mall that's 1 kilometer long. Do they have any curve in there? I don't.
I'm not sure what that word means. I'm sorry.
I don't see any malls take into account curves or bridges take into account curves. You know what they do take into account though? Level.
Yeah.
Because they level the ground to make sure that there's no little bumps and things. And you know why they level the ground? Because we have what we call topography. You got rocks and little hills and mountains and valleys and everything. And you can't build something on ground that's uneven like this. You need to make it level.
That's right.
And then I want to come to the center of gravity argument with that. If they're claiming center of gravity is the reason for level, to do the things. Let's say you build a large structure like a warehouse, and you say that warehouse is a long warehouse, like for a car manufacturing warehouse, for instance, okay? And it's very long. Will the center of gravity be different for every point on that building? So it'll be pulling to different points all over. Why doesn't it snap in half? Why is it not snapping in pieces?
Right.
Because it's following a curve, apparently, while it's being forced to stay level. If anybody understands how tension works, let's, for instance, take this pencil. Now, if you're claiming I have to force this thing to stay horizontal while everything's curving underneath, it's putting tension on it. Eventually, it will snap. Because you got too much tension on it. Why don't we see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. These guys don't think further than their noses. I don't know.
Or maybe they do, but they just already know that their audience is just that gullible.
Yeah. Exactly, Norman Cross. My laser level is not curved. Mm-hmm.
And this is where we can actually pretty easily show how to measure the curve of Earth, but that's a topic for a different video. This video is just aiming at understanding what level really means. And by the way, this text...
If you want to understand what level really means, I don't know, maybe
Get a job
finish
on
primary school.
construction site.
You don't even need to do that. You can literally just go to primary school because they teach it to you before you even properly learn how to write or read. I mean, my child learned level in grade 1. So I find it really ironic that a grown-ass man like Keegan doesn't even know what the word level means. But my child that's 4 years old does. Come on.
Madness.
This book was written by 2 professional surveyors for the sole purpose of training new surveyors. The very people who use this stuff on a daily basis to...
Notice how he was just using LiDAR. That's quite cool. Which requires horizontals.
measure the Earth.
And LiDAR
yet
is
they're-
really cool.
Sorry?
I said LiDAR is really cool.
Hmm.
Like what they're doing with it, like in the Amazon, finding old structures and all that. Yeah, it's awesome.
When they put all, like when I worked with that surveyor for them few years, and I was doing topographical surveying, and you literally you do it in squares, you know what I mean? Like meter squares. You take a level, take out 4 corners of a square, move on, and you do it in squares and squares and squares. And when it's all put into a computer and you look at it, it's all on a flat horizontal plane.
Yes, yes, because level does curve, horizontal curves all over the place, and because I'm speaking in an English accent, it makes it sound intelligent, just like Sean is saying, and that's actually a thing I've heard, by the way. It's not a joke really, but that's the joke they use. You can say a dumb thing in a British accent and it makes it sound intelligent.
Well, what's my excuse?
But you're not British, man. You're just drunk, apparently, remember?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't understand it. They keep saying they don't understand what Michael's saying. It's like, what? I understand everything Michael's saying.
Everybody in South Yorkshire does.
That's right.
I mean, I'm American. I understand them just fine.
Yeah, I have no idea what the issue is. Okay, but let's carry on.
There are flat earthers out there who not only argue that level means flat, but they try to argue that level, horizontal, and vertical are all words that can only be associated with a flat earth and couldn't possibly exist with a globe. And if you try to use those words in a discussion, they claim you're just acknowledging the earth is flat. When in reality, they just struggle to grasp how surveyors measure.
Oh my word. How much times must we have these discussions with these people? How much debate have I had with surveyors on this actual issue?
Well, and it's like not just us. I mean, even other people we disagree with in other areas have had these same arguments. It's been just, countless. Thousands and thousands and thousands. I mean, if not millions by this point.
Yeah.
Mind you, they also struggle to understand the concept of how to write a book. So
Oh, really?
the word level.
Oh, really? You see, it's just insulting. Sure, okay.
Does not define the Earth. The term level is defined by the Earth.
Yes! And the Earth is flat.
Just look at horizon, mate.
Large bodies of water. This guy just doesn't understand what he's saying, does he?
The terms horizontal, vertical, and level can absolutely fit with the globe.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Nope.
Because they're synonymous. Can anybody show me horizontal there, please?
It's impossible.
Nowhere.
Can anybody show me vertical there, please?
No.
Can you show me level there, please?
Nope.
None of those three words fit what he's showing on screen at all.
And as highlighted in this book, vertical is the direction of gravity. For surveyors,
But you have a problem. You know why? Let me quickly bring this up again. Let's go to the word level itself. Level or leveled, leveling or level. To make a line or surface horizontal. To make flat or level. So level of field, level of a house lot. To bring a horizontal aiming position. To bring a common level or plane, equalize. Okay. To lay as if it were on the ground, blah, blah, blah. But there's something very important I want to bring here. To find the heights of different points in a piece of land, especially with a surveyor's level. So horizontal. Okay, then I want to get to something that's going to literally kill him now. Having no part higher than another. That's what he's going to bring up, guys. Conforming to the curvature liquid parts of Earth's surface. But look at addendum B. Parallel with the plane of the horizon. What's the plane of the horizon?
The horizon line, the line where the sky and ground appear to meet.
Which is horizontal.
Oh yeah, all horizontals are parallel with that.
And then when we go up to...
If you have like a curved earth, then that breaks that axiomatic term, doesn't it?
And then this is answering the water, the curvature of the still part of liquid's part of the Earth, okay? What does it say here? A line or surface that cut perpendicular all plumb lines. Does it say some plumb lines or one plumb line? Or does it say all plumb lines? So these are all verticals, correct?
Correct.
Which means they all have to sit on the same vertical. You can't have different verticals to have this perpendicular line. It means everywhere it coincides with the surface of still water. So the plane of the horizon or a line in it. Does a plane curve? No.
No.
Sorry, Dave. It's literally
Neither does
telling you.
horizon.
Yeah, it's literally telling you.
So if horizon is classed as having zero slope and it's horizontal, then Earth can't be curved.
Exactly.
Right.
But the main thing that he should understand here is cuts perpendicularly all plumb lines. So if I'm measuring 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, or whatever, every single point from point A to point B has to share the same horizontal, same vertical for it to be level. No globe. Finished. A perpendicular shares the same vertical. Is debunked.
Years in the past, the first step for setting up their equipment was using a plumb bob to align their theodolite with vertical. And vertical absolutely can work on a globe.
Wow, that's not graphic.
Sure, some will argue that you don't have up and down on a globe.
I want to point out something on this. Remember he brought a video out about me a year or two ago about this exact argument about up and down on a globe. I think I should bring it up because he's literally going against his own argument he made against me. The same one he insulted me about. And he's using that argument I made to try to defend himself here. Listen.
Work on a globe. Sure.
Yeah, listen.
Or some will argue that you don't have up and down on a globe, you have in and out. But that would only be valid if you weren't on the globe and instead you were looking at it from a far distance. For anyone standing on...
See? That was his argument. That was my argument against him because I was telling him you do have an up and a down. Because your up and down is based on your reference that you were on your globe. And it's in reference to what? The sun. And the axis. He told me, no, there's no up and down.
Right.
But now he's literally saying there is an up and down. But he tells me there wasn't.
Whatever suits the narrative at the time.
Quite odd.
Huh.
So in other words, he's literally contradicting himself.
Flats,
Yeah.
did I ask you to ban Wesley yesterday?
Not that I know of. I don't think so, no. Why?
So we've got a little lying glober in chat then, haven't we?
Yeah, who's what?
Wesley, Michael, why were you crying about me yesterday to ban me? What did I say that offended you? So I've asked for a timestamp.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Okay.
And if he's found out to be lying, then you can ban him.
the globe, your frame of reference shifts towards the center of Earth being down and away from it being up. And horizontal doesn't reference the Earth at all. It's simply 90 degrees to the vector of vertical. That's how...
Whoa. Let's just go back.
Doesn't reference the Earth at all. It's simply...
What is that? Is that perpendicular, guys? So when the definition says perpendicular to all plumb lines, how are you going to have perpendicular to other plumb lines on there?
Exactly.
There is no other perpendiculars on a globe. So you're already going against level definition.
90 degrees to the vector of vertical. That's how you find horizontal, is you find vertical first and base it off that. And level is remaining at a constant altitude. Now, let's address some of these memes that butcher the concepts of level. For example, I saw this meme about the Suez Canal, because you'll often hear flat earthers say water finds its level, except the level of water is referring to its depth, not its flatness.
That debunks you, because the level of depth changes, McKeegan.
Right.
And no, the level of the water doesn't go on depth. It's called mean sea level for a reason. It's not the depth. If you want to go by depth, you can't even give an argument for level because it changes constantly.
Mm-hmm.
They measure the level of the surface of the water, not the depth. This guy's making shit up.
He is. This is ridiculous.
Nothing new there, man.
If you pour water into a container, its level increases. So water of equal depth all the way around the globe would still be level.
Oh my
No.
goodness, two totally different scenarios there. You've got a bath, which is a basin with water. If you let it settle, will be level on top. This is a globe where a point is lower than another point. You know what I mean? They're not all at the same point.
What has depth got to do with
What level?
sea level? What has depth got to do with sea level?
No, sea level is always talking about the surface of the
Right.
sea.
Uh-huh. And
Not the
I
depth.
thought they live on a geoid with the bulging at the equator, correct? So the depth would
Allegedly.
be different. How about the Mariana Trench? Is the depth of the Mariana Trench way more than, let's say, at the coast of San Francisco, at California?
Guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
So it's not level,
Guaranteed.
because the depth is totally different. McKeegan, you are literally showing you are an imbecile.
For example, here I have a little squishy globe, and I have some pins, and I'm going to place a piece of tape around the top of each of the pins in the same spot, and then I'm going to place each of the pins into the globe.
There's a vertical. Why they all got different verticals? Why aren't they sharing the same perpendicular? Because it's not level.
Right.
Like there's no
Gotta get-
such thing as different verticals.
Exactly. Just because he wants to misrepresent altitude based on level doesn't mean what he's claiming is the definition for level.
Right, he's misconstruing it on purpose.
Yes, he is trying to change the definition of level by ignoring perpendicular, all plumb lines. Just by that alone, it literally shows he's wrong.
Up to the tape line. This means each pin head is the exact same distance above the surface of the globe, meaning
That's not true. The equator is bulged. You got pear-shaped Earth, remember? The equator will not have exactly the same. If you're taking it from the center of Earth, as you claim, or the depth, they won't be exactly the same.
No, but it's funny to me. Like, I mean, why is he still showing a perfectly sphere Earth when that's not even allegedly what he believes?
My point.
It actually looks like he's put a pin in the Mariana Trench, actually.
they're all level with each other
No, they're
in
not.
relation.
There's no level. What's on screen?
Where?
There's no level on screen right now. Everything he's
There's
showing there
nothing.
has not one level.
Nothing. None of it.
He's talking nonsense. Declaring it level doesn't make it level. If I had to take this photo, and you had to take it and say, guys, can you show me the horizontal on here? No one can show horizontal.
No way,
No one can show perpendicular all plumb lines.
because it's not there.
Mm-hmm. There's no level on screen.
No.
Equal elevation is level. Yeah, and elevation is based on horizontal, Wesley. No horizontal elevation, you can't have level.
How can you have equal elevation on a globe? You'd have to slice some globe off to have like a circle of equal altitude, for example.
I think I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to quickly create something on screen. This is just for the globies who don't understand this very simple thing. I have to zoom in. Okay, share screen. Okay. Now, let me do this. Just so people don't think I am talking nonsense when we bring it up. Format options. How do I?
Shank the Globe says, if that's level, then what the heck is curved?
Exactly. I want to see, where is the crop on here? There was always a crop thing. No, I don't find the crop. Eh? Oh well. You saw the definition, so I don't often you have to put it up. Okay. So, I'm going to attempt to put perpendicular through all plumb lines. You guys ready with me?
Go for it.
Yep.
Okay, you can give me a line now. Why not give me a line? What is going on? Line. Thank you. There we go. Does that look like it's excuse me, perpendicular all plumb lines?
No.
None of them.
Now, if I do this,
Wow. Listen to this. You don't need an horizontal for elevation. Elevation means distances over the surface.
oh my word. Okay, I'll get elevation up for him now. How's that? Now the top one, is that perpendicular or verticals? Yes.
The one you just drew, yeah.
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 Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So which one fits with the definition of level?
The one you drew.
Ah,
Yes.
so not this nonsense. Huh,
That's right.
that's odd. Okay, let me quickly get...
I mean, so it's like he's guilty of the very thing he's accusing flat earthers of, conflating. Conflating it where it has no semblance of the original definition.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, let's quickly look at elevation, just for Wesley. The height at which something is elevated, such as the angular distance of something, such as a celestial object above the horizon. The horizon we know is horizontal, correct?
Correct.
Right.
Okay. Is that all they got on here? The height above sea level of the sea. Ooh. Which is horizontal. Because sea level is horizontal, as we just saw in this definition. See? Everywhere coincide with the surface of still water. The plane of the horizon. You're welcome, Wesley. Okay, let's carry on.
And there was something else
Yep.
that Dave said that kind of struck me in an odd way. He said you have to establish vertical first, right? Well, I mean, the opposite of vertical is horizontal. You can't establish vertical first without establishing horizontal first.
Yeah.
So
For
I was just about to read that.
see, it's quite
Go for it.
clear, but it's ridiculous. For clay, it says go to the definition again. It says the line of surface perpendicular, and it says plane. A line of surface that cuts perpendicular all plumb lines. Perpendicular. Does he even know what perpendicular means? Because he's saying the surface of a sphere means perpendicular.
I can't see anything that's perpendicular right now.
There's nothing perpendicular there.
'Cause
Sorry,
there's not.
Claire. Maybe they don't know what perpendicular is. I got an idea. I'm going to do this just for these guys, because it seems they got to get back to the basics. You guys are going to love this.
I mean, to me, every one of those pins where it hits that surface is a tangent. Hey?
Mm-hmm. Moo math.
Hi, welcome to Moo Moo Math. Today we're going to look at what are perpendicular lines, or what is perpendicular? Well, two lines or line segments that intersect at 90-degree angles. So
90-degree angles?
Yeah.
I want to know something. If a sphere is curving, how the hell are you going to have 90-degree angle perpendiculars of all
You
plumb
can't.
lines?
It's
You know.
literally physically impossible.
Exactly.
No. Implement tangent. Simple as that.
So
let's look at a couple examples of where we will see those. Okay, we've got two lines and they are intersecting at 90-degree angles. So I'm actually going to label this with a little box, a little square, to represent 90 degrees. And once we know this angle is 90 degrees, we know that the other three are also 90 degrees because these are lines, and lines have a degree of 180. So that
180-degree lines. So not a curve, it's straight.
would make this one 90, this one 90, and this one 90. So all four of those are 90 degrees. Now let's look at these two line segments. Okay, let's say that this is 90 degrees. You will often see this inside, yes, a right triangle. So a right triangle has two segments that are perpendicular and measure 90 degrees. So that's simply perpendicular or perpendicular lines.
Hopefully these people will learn from that. But I doubt it because
That 90 is a big killer, isn't it?
it kills them totally.
They'll never get it now.
No.
To the squishy globe.
Like I keep
Obviously
saying, they want
not
you to
level
believe
with each other.
things that-
Yeah.
They want you to believe things that aren't real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want you to think a motorbike is a car. They want you to think a donkey is a chuffing rabbit.
Yeah, correct, Michael. It's like they're trying to confuse simple things.
Yep, exactly. But you see, this is all they do. They totally go opposite of what the definition says, and they just declare their definition correct. That's all. It's really idiotic. I mean, you can't just go against what the definition says and then just say, no, they're right.
In relation to the giant globe that we're standing on, but in relation to the squishy globe, they are. Then you'll have some flat earthers that claim the earth is measured flat because eye level is parallel to sea level.
Mm-hmm.
Except again, level is based on heights. So eye level is referring to your height of eye. If you're
Which is shown to be perpendicular.
We've just already debunked that anyway with Metabunk.
Yeah. We just showed it exactly. Must we bring it up again?
Have
for
a
that?
look at it again.
Yeah. I think let's bring it up again, just for the new people that came in. Oh man. By the way, guys, hit the likes, share the show, please. Let everybody know we are live. And yeah, the Globies, there is a link above if you want to come in and have a discussion, because it is Flat Earth Friday, so this is your time to shine. Ooh, surface level, eye level, both horizontal. Uh-oh.
And surface level has to be horizontal, otherwise you can't calculate this curve.
Correct again.
It's where it falls away from horizontal. That's why it's squared.
Exactly. Totally debunks what they're saying. Insane. So I say perpendicular kills them.
Your eyes are 6 feet above sea level, and then you place another object that is also 6 feet above sea level, then that object is at your eye level. If you had a conga line of people 100 kilometers long and each person's eyes were 6 feet above sea level, then each person's eyes would be at the same level, and the line through them would be running parallel to sea level. just like this line of pins through the squishy globe. You can have parallel lines that aren't straight. Just
Yeah. But the problem comes in when it has to be perpendicular to all plumb lines, you chuff nuggets.
Exactly.
That's why I said they omit the word perpendicular. So this is homework for you,
Exactly.
Dave McKeegan. Take perpendicular.
I mean, because you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take perpendicular and stick it into your description.
No, I was just going to say. Sorry, there must be a little lag.
look at train tracks. They always run parallel to each other because they're always the same distance apart, yet they can curve in order to change direction.
Yeah, because parallel is not necessarily perpendicular. Parallel is
Fun
not
fact.
necessarily level.
Fun fact, that's the only curve you'll get on a railway.
Yep, it's not up or down, it's left and right. They have slope angles, which is not more than 2 degrees. You know why? It won't work with a train. And guess what? For a globe, you need more than 2 degrees if it's going with the curve.
I presume these
I
people
guess they
think
forgot they were
I
living on
let
the globe.
Yeah. Insane.
level is referring to line of sight rather than height of eye. And this is where I find the statement water finds its level to be a bit daft. I mean, for starters, water is inanimate, so it isn't finding anything.
Yes, it is. It's called physics. You learn this in school. Water at rest finds its own level based on the forces it's on. That's why when you take... No, let me do this.
These arguments are like 10 years old now.
It's insanity, man.
I know.
Insanity is not even the word. Look at this. You see that? That water's at rest, correct?
Oh, yeah.
And it's level with each other. It's horizontal. Maybe he should go look at hydrostatic laws sometime. Maybe that will help him.
Water molecules are merely reacting to the forces that are being applied to them, namely gravity and the resistance.
Gravity is not a force. Been explained many times. Okay.
Oh, man.
It has to be said.
This is why it's a waste of time talking with these people.
Mm-hmm.
It really
Hey,
is.
Lucky
Hey,
Hastings, haven't seen you in a
Hastings.
while, brother. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you.
Mm.
Just waiting for us to finally catch up here. Come on. But yeah, I mean, they want to make up their own physics and things, you know, to suit whatever their narrative is. But that's all they have. What's up, Sandro? Hey, Moomin. Good to see you guys. And Charles.
Charles.
Hey. Yeah.
And I can't see the chat when I'm on StreamYard, but yeah, hello, everyone.
Distance of the other water molecules surrounding them until they reach an equilibrium. But then water doesn't have a level. There is no single level.
Yes, it is. When it's at rest. Okay, let's for instance take an ice hockey ring. Has anybody ever played ice hockey before, or just gone ice skating on an ice hockey ring before?
Being ice skating.
Now, when they freeze that water, is it curved?
No.
Not generally.
No. And guess what? The water was at rest. It found its equilibrium. It is level. Then they freeze it. It's horizontal, Keegan.
Be a bit of a nuisance, wouldn't it, if you're skating
I
around
think
like
somebody's
that?
asking you a question.
Exactly.
Well, it's like
asking you a question. What?
with the. I mean, I played a lot of ice hockey, and on man-made rinks, they have to be maintained because like pockets of like air bubbles will often form underneath,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why there's like like things like zambonis.
Yeah, Zamboni.
Yeah, to melt it again and make it even and level
Right
again.
name, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Zamboni.
No, but like on like a surface of like straight up a lake or a sea that like freezes over, yeah, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Didn't Toon or Craig claim that an ice rink is curved?
Oh, wouldn't surprise me.
Mm.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, Jeff in
Because
the
I can
house.
remember us talking about these Zambonis before, like.
Mm-hmm. What is the question towards me now? Sorry, I just saw it. He says...
No, but yeah, no, put me in a match with a Glober in
It
ice
was,
hockey and we'll settle this once and for all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's asking, what do you mean that railways need more than 2 degrees on a globe? Because it needs to follow the curve of the Earth.
Yeah, it's because trains have smooth metal wheels and tracks smooth metal, and they can't deal with more than 3 degrees.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
tread.
exactly. Why do you
Conical wheels with no tread.
why do you
They don't go
think
over hills and
why
stuff.
do you think when they build the train tracks, they take you a nice long scenic route that swerves like this and then goes through a mountain? Because it's easier to go through a mountain than to go above a mountain, because you won't be able to. Your curve of your Earth would mean that to keep up with the curve of the Earth, it will be more than 3 degrees.
Like there is, I think, in other countries, not in England, where they do go up mountains, but the spiral around them.
That's
you
what
know,
I'm
to
saying. It
gradually-
has to snake around and eventually... But at the end of the day, most of the people would rather go through the mountain because it's easier than going around and up the mountain. It's a lot more work.
That's right. That's right.
But we're back to leveling again on railway. When you
Yeah.
level railway, it can't follow a curve.
Exactly.
It's impossible.
Exactly.
Water. Sea level we regard as the base level, but even the level of the sea is not constant, given that we have waves and tides. The level of the sea in
Yeah, that's why it says still water. Correct? That's why it says still
Yes.
water. Is the ocean still?
No.
That's why the
You've got
sea level is an average.
you've got a citation for lakes being level.
So Fishman Long says, if a railway stays at the same elevation, then there isn't any curve, any vertical curve.
There is no curve for railway.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Only slope angles.
And even then, it still does not adhere to the curvature they allege the globe is at.
But I mean, they don't understand what slope
When-
angles
like,
are. Slope
when
angles
I
aren't
used to-
curve.
When I used to work on it, it was done with sighting boards, but now they use laser levels. Like, are you trying to tell me lasers curve?
Hmm. But I mean, we can all agree,
No.
slope angles are not curves. Slope angles are straight lines.
Right.
And when they're doing surveying, they use slope angles, slope and incline angles based over horizontal. No curve measurements. They measure slope angles. They calculate curve into geodetics. They don't measure it.
any one location is constantly changing. And when some locations are at low tide, others are at high tide. So
really?
the sea is never truly level. We instead have to use mean sea level, which takes the average sea level of a location across a period of time. Anything that is further from the center of the Earth than mean sea level, we say has a higher elevation. Anything closer to the center of the Earth has a lower elevation. But now, with regards to this meme about the Suez Canal and the idea that it has to curve down, up and down is in relation to elevation. Suggesting that a canal on a globe needs to curve down is saying that the elevation of the canal needs to decrease. Well, a canal dropping 10,000 feet below sea level on a globe would wind up underground.
Which shows your globe ridiculous. Well done.
It's exactly the same as railway lines. They'd either be digging off into space or you'd be digging tunnels for them.
I think I need to quickly do something again.
It's like up and down are based on a horizontal, always. Always.
Yeah, there is no up and down on a globe. There's only in
No,
and
there's
out.
not. But this guy is trying to pretend, oh, yes, there is. And yet he can't prove it. He's just trying to manipulate people. This is sick.
Okay, can everybody read this? The longest and flattest railway section in Australia, and indeed the world, is the Long Strait. Length. It is a continuous stretch of 478.4 kilometers without a single curve.
Yeah, be careful with that though, because like I told you, curve on railway is not
Yeah,
what ballers
yeah,
think
that
it
way,
is.
straight like that.
It's corners like.
But look what it says.
curves.
The railway line is remarkably flat as it traverses the arid, virtually treeless Narrabri plain. Its gradient is minimal throughout the segment. So the gradient is flat. It's quite weird. So let's go look at how this railway looks quickly. Can you see curve there?
Nope.
Look at that. That's so much curve, guys. That's insane. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that curve, guys. It's insane, man. It's like...
It's almost like it's not there.
Yeah, it's like... Did it go on holiday or something?
Yeah, railroad train tracks forgot they were on a globe too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh wait, I want to just correct Mr. Fishman's or whatever again. It says the railway doesn't change elevation while it follows the. Have you ever been on a train before? Of course, it changes elevation. It climbs mountains, you dipshit. Really? Has he ever been on a train before? I mean, I'm sure trains go up mountains and down mountains and in valleys.
Mostly they cut through. That's why you have cuttings.
Yeah, but they still change
No, yeah,
elevation.
they
I mean,
avoid elevation.
but I mean, for instance, you got a train
Possible.
track in Peru, for instance, which is a different elevation of a train track in Italy. They're different elevations, yet they have train tracks. A train, even I mean, I took the Schozoloza once from Joburg to Cape Town before. Okay, it was a damn long train ride, by the way. We didn't go over any curve. We did, however, when we got to the coast side, we went up a mountain at a slope, you know, and around, and at a slope, and a slope. Why we changed elevation? This guy's claiming elevation doesn't change with a train. So trains don't actually go up mountains and down mountains, and apparently.
You might be on about the one you were presenting. The Nullarbor.
Oh yeah, but there is no mountain there. It's literally just flat ground. Australia is
Yeah,
called
well.
flat for a reason. Even here where I live, in some parts of South Africa, they call it the platteland, flatlands, for a reason, because it's flat.
The Suez Canal needs zero elevation change because its elevation is being measured from mean sea level at each point along its path. It starts and ends at sea level, But when they constructed it, they dug the canal to a depth that was below mean sea level. So the water was able to flow freely through the canal.
Notice how it's not curving.
Yeah.
Notice how that water is sitting level, horizontal.
The Panama Canal, by comparison, is also man-made, but that does have an elevation change.
Yeah, it's got locks, correct? I think the Panama Canal
Can I
has
share my
locks.
screen again, Fats?
You
Yeah,
want-
it's got
yeah.
It has a series of
That's the
them.
thing. I mean,
Yeah, present, Michael.
Yeah, it's hard to find stuff regarding what they do on railway, like, but this is just something to show you how you level railway.
Ooh,
So
laser.
you have a laser and 2 sighting boards. Now you used to do this by eye when I did it, but now they use lasers. But what you have to understand is you take in dips out at track.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You do it. We used to do it in 30-meter stretches,
it's
but
kind of thinking about looking
it's a
to
bit
the
like
right-
when Jerem were doing his all zinc cardboard thing. You know what I mean?
If you look through if you're lining something up with the sights of a gun, it's a little bit like that as well, isn't it? Really.
But the thing is, once you start and you keep moving along and moving along and moving along, your level would start leaving ground if ground's curved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you can deny it as much as you want, like, but that's just the process of leveling it, making it flat.
Right.
Or like the Panama Canal, it's like with their series of locks, you can have a different series of water levels, but that doesn't mean there's curve there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's carry on again. Where is it?
Oh, just let me share my screen again. I've found some pictures of sighting boards.
Okay, let me get it up again.
Sorry.
No stress.
So, can you see that picture?
Yeah.
I wonder if I visit, I'll make it bigger. Is it even going to be on it?
You're gonna have to change new
Big
tab.
as it just
New
get the
tab.
top.
Yeah,
It's
change.
on it anyway. I'll have to try and make it bigger, just blow it up a bit.
Oh no, it won't
it's
work.
not
It
gonna
won't
work.
work. Yeah, you'll have to open
Why
a
is
new
that?
tab and then open it. But we can see what it's saying there.
So that's how I used to do it with sighting boards. So you start on a part that you know is all right, and you place that sighting board, and then you put that one 30 meters down track, and then this one you move in between, and you're taking them dips out, so you're making it flat.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like I said, if you were to get a spirit level and put it on your wall and make it level and draw a line along the bottom of that spirit level, and then move it along and level it and draw a line, you're going to have a continuous horizontal line. It's a similar thing you have with track. That's why it cuts through mountains and, you know, it
Yeah.
don't go up and down things, it goes straight.
Exactly.
So at some point, your ground would be leaving. Like imagine longest stretch in England, I don't know, is it 300-400 mile? I don't know. It'd be in space.
But I mean, even the underground railway, there by you guys.
Adam?
Even the underground railway there by you guys.
Yeah.
It's very level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it has to be.
It has to be because how a train works with its wheels, and so it's purely smooth metal wheels on purely smooth metal track.
That's right.
It'd slide.
The most of them are conical as well, so they stay on the track and it's a line on the track.
Yeah.
Conical wheels. Mm.
The start and ends are both at sea level. It connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, but the land in between is much higher than sea level. A stretch of the canal actually uses the Gatun Lake, which is about 26 meters above mean sea.
You're literally just showing us debunking of your argument on screen. So the Atlantic Ocean is level to the Pacific Ocean, correct?
Yeah.
And Guton
Yeah.
Lake is raised
Yeah,
level
because a lot.
through a lock. Exactly. Notice how there's no curve.
No
Can't
curve at all.
Can't you go on Google Earth and do an elevation profile down Suez
Yeah,
Canal?
it says that this is the elevation profile. There.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, that's an elevation profile. He's debunked
So
himself.
even showing us this, debunking himself, he's still trying to maintain that there's curve going on.
Yep.
Oh. Bless his
level.
wayward heart.
Yep.
So had they just dug a canal into the ocean, the lake would have emptied.
Oh, that's a good point. Shank says, I asked Google if the surface of a ball can be level. Here's what I got. No, an ideal ball surface cannot be flat, as a perfect sphere has no flat parts by definition.
That's right.
No, yeah,
Yep.
nice.
Well,
Mhm.
it's like going back about 6 years in it to Disco
crazy.
Ball Earth.
Crazy, yeah, with Ranty's locally flat nonsense.
Yeah, locally flat.
Locally flat. So, locally flat's ridiculous because everybody's locally flat is right next to each other, and all those locally flats make big old flat plane.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
This is bollocks you get though, innit? Because they'll just not accept that they're wrong. So they have to try and make it out that you're living in a la land.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, and yet, like with touching on what Keith was talking about earlier, where we're kind of seeing what just liars do what they do. They're like they know. I believe.
No, they
They're
do.
just grifting, and they're just preying on people's naive beliefs.
It's
Predatory, and
it's like a cult belief
terrible.
system, you know what I mean? Even when shown wrong, they're going to carry on pushing what they push because they want to
Can
be right.
Can you remember that naughty video that got me in trouble with Bev?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He went to a surveyor and he asked, what did he ask him specifically again?
It was banging on about something, and he's going, "It's not curved, is it? It's not curved,
Yeah,
is it?"
yeah.
And the guy just went, "No, it's flat, mate."
Yeah, he's like measuring with his theodolite and he's asking, he says, no, it's flat. Eventually, he copyright struck Michael for playing that piece.
Yeah.
He didn't like that we showed that there's no
I
curve.
didn't like it, did they? No,
No.
proper didn't like it.
They
should
would have
be
had to-
surprised, though.
Yeah.
But he's doing exactly what ballers are trying to do, telling you that
You're wrong.
levels not flat, not horizontal. You know what I mean?
While he's claiming it is. Hence why he
Insanity,
came up
But they
hence
told
why
him
he came
otherwise.
up with-
They're
yeah.
trying to,
Yeah, but hence why he came up with the word bendizontal.
I didn't even see. That's what got me in trouble because I didn't do out to it. I just ripped it.
Yeah,
But the whole idea was to just let it play and hear what's said. You know what I mean? I didn't add out to it. I didn't take out away from it.
yeah.
Yeah, that got me a copyright strike.
Dug a canal that was lower than mean sea level, but that was just too big of a job. So instead, they used locks at either end to create different levels of water.
And those different levels are all parallel to something?
He literally showed us a picture how they're all parallel and level.
Right. Exactly.
Like locks on a canal, they're like stairs, aren't they? They're like
Yes.
steps.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
why
just-
didn't he show us a picture
Have you
of those
given him
locks
the
and
timestamp
levels
yet, Wesley?
curving?
Because they can't, because it doesn't curve.
That's right.
Ah, advert.
Still waiting for the timestamp, Wesley.
Yeah, when is the timestamp coming?
But this ties us nicely in with elevation profile.
Again. Bringing up the
He's
meme that
showing another
shows.
one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's literally on. Oh man.
That flat earthers also seem to struggle with. Here is the elevation profile for the Panama Canal.
Elevation profile.
If
Flat.
you just look at that surface level of water.
A lot of different levels there, eh?
Oh yeah.
And I've seen flat earthers argue that because
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
ZH Khan's correctly. How do you not have YouTube Premium yet to block ads? Because I'm poor. That's why, ZH.
Better to be poor with a clean conscience than to have too much money with a guilty conscience. I'll say that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, just either fetch timestamp or shut up about it.
Yeah, I mean, you're still
I
waiting.
can't ban myself, mate. If Flat wants to ban me, that's up to him, but I can't ban myself.
I'm going to ban you,
Plonker.
Michael. I'm going to ban you because you're asking for timestamps that you're not getting.
And now look, do unto others right, Christian. There's no timestamp on that, is there, Wesley?
No, and Michael, don't let him bother you.
Let's have a listen.
No, he's taking out his anxieties on you in ways. And in fact, when people do that, I've had to learn how to rejoice instead.
Well, can we listen?
Yeah, he's cut. I'm trying to get up. He's cut it out. Okay. Let's see.
It says Can Wes shouldn't be commenting.
It's like, for Wesley, I still have a rebuke for him where it's like, no, man, we don't need to go to a physical building to be in church. As a believer, you are the church.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bothered about him moaning about Christianity, right? But I know exactly what he's talking about, and I don't think I said what he thinks I said.
Okay, let's see.
Well, either way, he kind of goes over the edge.
I don't know if Wesley ought to be commenting like that after what he said to me.
Okay, what's going on? But I mean, what interpretation have I made?
So I didn't say ban him.
Because we're literally saying what the Bible says.
Wow.
You can literally even go if you want to. If you don't want to believe what the Bible says.
Hit you too hard, because like he's still struggling to understand.
Yeah.
It's not bothering me.
I'm just trying to listen to what it's saying there. Wait, I just want to see what it's saying. It says, because that's what it says. How about you go look at the commentary on it? How about you look
after
at
what Wesley said about me, you didn't ought to be commenting. That is
Oh, am I not
me
sharing?
saying,
I thought I'm sharing the
Wesley.
stream. Sorry, man. I'm like watching the video. Trying to, and you guys are talking over it. I was thought like, okay. This is
there
what
we
he
go.
shared. So let's see what he says.
I don't know if Wesley ought to be commenting like that after what he said to me.
No. But I mean, what interpretation have I made?
So that literally
Because
don't
we're
even.
literally saying what the Bible says. You just said you shouldn't be commenting on what he's saying. That's not saying ban him.
Yeah. That's exactly what I said. After what Wesley said to me, you didn't ought to be commenting.
Yeah,
That's not me saying ban him, is it?
No.
So Wesley, there's either something wrong with your ears, mate, or you're a bullshitter.
How in any way does that mean ban him?
It doesn't. Okay, anyway. Let's carry on with the actual video.
Sure.
this is drawn as a straight line, then the Earth must be flat. Even though you can get elevation profiles using
on a minute,
Google Earth,
hold on a minute.
which is literally
Sorry. Sorry, Wes, how is that cope? He literally didn't say that. He says you ought not to be commenting after what you said to him. That doesn't mean to say ban him flats. That just means you can't comment. That's the way you speak over here. You can talk. It's that type of thing. You should be
Mate,
commenting.
you're dealing with ballers who only hear what they want to hear. You know, it's just a mong, mate.
Okay. Yeah. At the end of the day, he said something very
It's okay,
specific.
guys.
He said something very specific, and that's not what you said. So, Wesley, you were wrong. Be honest and just say, yeah, you heard wrong. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
displaying them on a globe. Changing the format to a graph that has a straight axis does not define the shape of the object.
It's literally an elevation profile. The elevation profiles work on horizontals. So because it's depicted on an elevation profile of a horizontal, it's literally from that horizontal depiction. So the guys,
That's how you get elevation.
so the guy's
is based on a
strawmanning, yeah, but the
horizontal.
guy's strawmanning that to say, well, because it's drawn on a horizontal profile, therefore you think it's horizontal. It is horizontal.
Well, no, well, it has to be, because that's what it is. Like the abyssal plains and the entire Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Ocean, they're all based on that.
Exactly.
There's no curve anywhere.
Crazy.
It's being
Yeah,
portrayed
they
by
are
the
crazy.
graph. I mean, here is telemetry data from a race car, with the graph displaying the RPM of the engine.
Yeah. And you know, in a race car, you're constantly accelerating, stopping, braking, accelerating, changing gears, getting more air in, getting less air in. I mean, even humidity changes how your RPM fluctuates in a race. What a total false equivalence.
RPM literally being revolutions, i.e. the crankshaft going around in a circle.
And do you know it changes with heat? It changes with cold. Do you know anything about physics? Heat expands.
The name's,
Yeah.
the name's PJ Cruikshank, not PJ Crankshaft.
What?
Stop now.
A PJ crankshaft.
And yet, the graph is portraying this movement as a straight line,
Sorry.
or an ECG of somebody's heartbeat. Their heart isn't literally jumping up and down in their chest.
Actually, it is. Actually, it is.
Mine were 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Could see it.
He doesn't think the heart is actually moving as it beats. It actually does. If you've ever seen a heart move,
Is this guy insane or what?
this I don't know. This
I had a t-shirt and a jumper on, and I could see my heart beating through it all at 100 miles an hour.
the heart physically moves. It literally jumps up and down. That's how it pumps. When it's pumping, it's moving. It's jumping up and down. What?
Elevation profile is taking a reading of the elevation in relation to mean sea level at various points along its path, in just the same way that I can measure the
Because they're
distance.
horizontal, Dave.
And mean sea level is flat.
You need a point of reference to have elevations to measured from.
Oh my word! I don't understand
And
how.
I don't mean to say something too offensive, but it seems like he's trying to make that cartoon picture of the COVID thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's like in that same group of people who want to just deceive everyone.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You can.
What? But I mean, it's the same ilk.
Mm-hmm.
Like the same spirit of error.
Yeah, but I think it's more like a coping mechanism to them, though. Like they're trying to cope because they can't accept their belief system contradicts the reality, the definitions of how things work. You know what I mean?
There's that, and there's also the fact that, like, oh, because they weren't successful in their own, like, original jobs type thing, like with Dave McKeegan in his photography, he had to switch over to, like, attacking flat Earth in order to actually gain subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, the world opened up to him. And what good is, gaining the world if you lose your soul, right?
That's right.
And that's what these boys are doing.
Why?
I'm sorry to say, but it's true.
Yeah.
Because they're replacing truth with a lie. Lies. And now that's what they're, chained to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's just carry on.
Distance of the pinheads above the surface of a globe. And if I plot those distances on a graph as distances above surface, it will draw a straight line. They just present it as a flat graph because it's easier to understand. Same reason that they've stretched the vertical profile by a factor of 80 to 1. Because trying to show a 26-meter elevation change across 82,000 meters of canal with a 1-to-1 ratio would be impossible to see unless your screen is the size of a bus. Another thing...
No. No, no, no.
Hey, Roger, man.
No, if it were possible to see, you should be able to observe it. Right? You shouldn't have to grasp at people's beliefs. No, that's what it is. And he's trying to say, oh, that's not
I mean,
what it
they
is.
could have easily just drawn it over a globe if they really wanted to. But they
But they
didn't.
can't because it doesn't match their 24,301 mile circumference sphere.
And
It doesn't match, not even remotely.
And by the way, by doing it over a sphere would have made it fit much better in a smaller space, Dave. Wow.
You'll often hear flat earthers say is the horizon rises to eye
Rises relative. The word relative to eye level. It's been corrected over and over. Come on, Dave. Get with me now. Relative. The reason it says this is because it doesn't matter what altitude you are, the horizon will always be in your vision of view. You don't have to look down. It's in front of you.
level. Now, this is usually said when talking about rising up in altitude and they claim the horizon rises up with you, which simply is not the case.
Oh, really? Can you show me
No.
one altitude video or footage where the horizon has not risen up with him? Can he?
You should be looking down when you're at height, shouldn't you, on a globe? Like
Yeah, you're supposed to be looking down. I mean, Felix
the way the
Baumgartner.
horizon, the way the horizon presents in reality is not how it should present if you lived on a globe.
But that's why I like Felix Baumgartner though so much, actually, because he's actually so detrimental to the globe on so many levels. He disproves Coriolis. He disproves their fantasy space. He disproves Earth curve. He disproves the rising Earth. He disproves so many things. He shows the horizon rising with him. Okay? At 220,000 feet. He even disproves gravity, for Pete's sake. Quite funny.
Well, it's not really funny because I'm not laughing. It's like it's just people like him are not being heard.
No, he's being dishonest, actually.
Felix
The
Baumgartner? Oh. You know, I know what you mean.
The only way the horizon can be seen to rise to eye level is if the Earth were flat and you could see infinitely far
You
across.
can't see infinitely far across. Everything has limitations. Even you made this argument on one of your videos. Maybe you forgot about that as well,
Why would
Dave.
you think that?
Remember, he made a video about this even. Talking about the limitation of view even on a flat Earth. Now he's going against his own video again. So this is the second time he's contradicting himself about his own videos in this one video. Wow.
But he's just hoping his audience just kind of, overlooks that, isn't he?
Insane.
Like they haven't been paying attention. And he's like hoping for that.
Well, a lot of these people are new subscribers, so they probably haven't even watched that.
Oh, right. Well, it's like YouTube pushes his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Pushed.
Yeah, he gets pushed a lot.
And it's like in so many times, Google bought out YouTube. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then Google also, changes step whenever YouTube, decides to change the algorithm. Or they do it in tandem. Like it's the same organization, whatever it is they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh no, all you who tell the truth, we're going to snuff you out. You won't reach the audience you want to reach. But we're going to push the people who are straight up lying their faces off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for them in the long run.
Yeah.
So, okay.
This is because if your eyes are 1 meter off the ground and you were to look straight out, and you had a target that was also 1 meter off the ground and you moved it away from you, the target will always be 1 meter off the ground. So on a flat Earth, it would remain exactly in the center of your eye.
That's false. Because the angular size changes, Dave. So as the angular size changes of the object, it appears to drop and converge.
Oh my goodness.
So the ground appears to rise relative to your eye level, and everything above your eye level converges downwards into that eye level. And as that little stick of yours gets smaller and smaller, the angular size gets smaller and smaller, and guess what? Vanishes into the distance. I mean, really.
Exactly. The way he's going on, he's saying that even like 500 feet away, 500 meters away, it'll still be in the center of your vision. Unbelievable.
They don't understand what horizon truly is, do they?
No.
You know.
And what happened to refraction? Why does refraction not work on a flat Earth all of a sudden? They only use refraction for their own belief system. But flat earthers are not allowed to use refraction, guys. No, how dare you?
Well, there is refraction, but just not the way Globers say.
No, we're not allowed to use it. Only they allowed to use it.
But I mean, for me, I'm with what Wandeck says over on Oakley's. Like, he's got about 30 words that ballers can't use.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Horizontal, level, horizon, perpendicular. You know, all these words that they try and use, that they can't.
Yeah, because it kills them.
Eye line.
Correct.
The ground will always
Yeah.
be 1 meter below your line of sight, but the further away that target moves, the angular size of that 1 meter gap between the target and the ground will get smaller.
Ah, so you are saying exactly like that. Well done. So it does change then, Dave. Well done. Insane.
Smaller until it reaches an infinite distance where the angular size just becomes too small to measure.
Diffraction limit. Well done. So you won't see forever then, Dave. You just literally went against your own argument.
I'm going to say it's not an infinite distance, though, is it?
No. So it literally went against his own argument. He debunks himself
And
so
yet
many.
they say on a flat Earth we're supposed to see infinitely. You guys remember that?
Yep. Oh, it's insane.
See your own ass with a telescope.
Muppet vision.
And if you go to a higher altitude, it wouldn't change that. You could be at 100 kilometers in the air, and at an infinite distance, the angular size of that 100 kilometer gap between the target and the ground would still be too small to measure, and thus the horizon.
What happens is, though, Dave McKeegan, the angular size of that object stays relative to what your distance is as you rise. Remember, when you're rising at altitude, you are actually becoming further away from that object still, because you're raising in altitude, so you're becoming further distance. But you are able to see past it more because your angle of elevation is raising to be able to push that bottom diffraction convergence of the ground upwards down. So as you're pushing it down, you're opening your field of view further. So you're able to see further. Hence why if I, for instance, let's say I'm standing here and this is you, and you have the camera and you lift up, you are able to see above your head and you see further and further away the higher you go up. Because the angle, Dave, key here is angle. I don't know why he doesn't understand this. He's supposed to understand photography.
Yeah.
Would still appear in line with your eye level. But flat earthers acknowledge we can't see infinitely far across their flat earth, which is why we can't see Everest from Kilimanjaro. So wherever the horizon is the limit to your vision. And that limit will...
That's not the limit to your vision. The horizon is just simply the diffraction limit. The part where the earth and the sky appear to meet. You can still see beyond the horizon, by the way.
What about black swan?
Yeah. Refraction, exactly.
Miles and miles and miles past where horizon should be.
Mm-hmm.
be reached before the angular size of a very big drop becomes too small. And obviously on a globe, the higher up you go, the more and more...
I agree, Wesley. So much cope. You globers really have to cope really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Severely.
Severely.
I mean, it's like, even when I was a glober, it's like, yeah, oh, you see curve over the sea, right? In one direction, but
you know what makes me
not
laugh?
not in any other.
Do you know what makes me laugh, Ray?
That's not a
Wesley's
ball.
sat in a flat earth chat day in, day out, fighting all night long.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking about cope.
Yeah. Insane.
The horizon will be below your eye level because the ground is curving away from you. In both instances, a globe or a flat earth without an infinite vision, the horizon will not rise to eye level as...
Literally, you just explained it rising to eye level when you change elevation. You literally just did.
you go higher. Where I think the confusion comes in with this is that if you're in a plane and you're looking out of the window...
Guess what? We're in the plane right now, correct? Where is the horizon? Relative to eye level, correct?
Sure looks like
When
it.
you're on the ground, on the runway, where is the horizon? Relative to eye level. Did it rise with altitude?
Because you're always X amount above surface of Earth.
They don't understand the surface of Earth is still a physical thing. The optical effect is what you see. It's not physically rising.
Like that line that you're looking at literally is the ground you're on at distance in front of you.
Exactly. I mean, it's not hard to understand.
You have no frame of reference to look at other than the horizon.
What?
What?
I can see the ground.
No,
I
he
can see
doesn't
the
have a
sky.
frame of reference.
Yeah, you can
What a
see the
clown.
ground. You can see the sky. You can see where they meet. What is he talking about?
Dude, this is clown science. I mean, but not science.
Yeah,
you know
but
what
I
mean?
understand what you're saying. Yeah. It's
Oh my
insane.
God!
No frame of
Saying
reference.
we don't have a frame of reference when we're literally looking at a horizontal.
Yeah.
And he's saying, "Oh yeah, it's curved."
Yeah.
Reference to look at other than the horizon. Are you looking perfectly horizontal or not? You never really know. You need a frame of reference. You need something to measure against to know for sure. So if you're just sat in a plane at 35,000 feet and you look out of the window towards the horizon, your eye is immediately drawn to the horizon. That's not the horizon is rising to your eye level. That is your eye line is dropping to the horizon.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Right. I think I should quickly find something. Oh man.
Like, how long is this video?
I think it's nearly done, isn't it?
Oh man.
Basically, what he's saying is when you're in an aeroplane, then it's always nose pointing down towards ground.
And there's another point, Michael. It's like, I mean, where in their observation are they observing a sphere Not one curve, multiple curves. Omnicurve. That's what a ball, sphere Earth, or even pear Earth or geoid Earth requires, and these guys are not adhering to that at all.
Can you remember when I filmed Blackpool Tower from lift flats?
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Look at this, okay? Look what's going to happen. Okay, obviously he's going through mist. So it's a bit difficult to see. I need a better one than this though. But look when he gets above the clouds there. Okay? You can see it's at his eye level now of the drone. Okay?
Yeah.
Look what happens as he rises. You can see further and further. Look. It's keep where my mouse is. Look. Look. You can see further and further. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a better video though because it was difficult to that. Missed.
I want to find that Blackpool Tower.
Yeah,
video.
get that Blackpool Tower one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I'm finding out what I called it.
There was one specific one I just can't find anymore. I think it's taken down. Where they keep everything 100% level and just rise and see how high they can go with their drone. And you literally just see further and further and further.
And there's not one curve.
Nope, no curve.
They have to claim there's a curve, which is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And their claim is based on, oh, you can't see over the horizon, therefore Earth is a ball.
Mm-hmm.
When you can't see it both left and right. Like, oh, wait, did you forget what a ball is? I'm not even joking. This is sick.
You find it.
I am just found it. Just
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I found one as well. Okay, I'm gonna quickly get yours one up and then just wanna pause.
Don't
it.
need to share it.
No, yeah. You're gonna share it, yeah. Remove. Oh, hey, Luca. Okay, let's check it out.
Hello.
Going up.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'll
How's it
keep it on
going?
mute
Look at that.
because it music.
Look at there. That horizon's dropping down, correct? Or is it going up with you?
Good up with me.
Ruined with what you're looking at.
Is my internet freezing? What's going on now?
Where is the left to right curve, gentlemen?
What?
That is not right.
Something's happening.
That's
Try
right.
having-
Enough.
There is a x-axis.
What?
Horizon's described as
That's not high enough for what, Luca?
That just I mean, how would you know?
Sorry, guys.
do?
Oh
I'm
my goodness!
trying-
But you know you've seen videos
You
of
just
cock.
saw it yourself.
Wait,
My
guys.
goodness.
There's no
Can you hear me?
indicator to show you if that's level.
Hey,
or not.
guys.
What indicator are you expecting?
Wait, guys. No one could listen to your
What
Did it
conversation.
drop?
Wait,
Did it
guys.
drop? Did it
Guys.
drop? No.
Guys.
How
Hello.
would
Can you hear me?
know if it did or didn't?
Can you guys hear
My
me?
goodness.
I
We just
can't.
witnessed it.
Hey, guys. Are you able to hear me?
There's
Oh,
nothing
shut
to
up,
tell you.
Luca.
Hey,
Shut up.
There's nothing
Sorry.
to tell you
Shut
whether
guys.
up.
Guys. Can you hear me? Hello. Can someone hear me? Hello. I guess not. Hello? Hello? Guys, I have no idea what's going on if you can hear me or see me because the internet seems to have just
not
stopped
anymore.
working.
Hello?
I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's
No,
just
stream now
bombing
is
up.
hit too.
Everything's bombing out. Internet's bombing out. I have no idea what's going on.
No. There's some rover trolls in the internet.
Can you not hear us, Flats?
I can hear you guys now, but I can't do
I
anything.
think
My
you can.
internet is breaking up the whole time. Something's up with my internet.
Oh no.
So I'm going to drop out for 2 minutes or something. You guys carry on, but I don't think anybody could have heard your arguments though. Okay, right. Everything seems to be fine now.
Right.
Everything seems to be fine now. Okay.
I can hear.
Okay, you guys can have a conversation again. Sorry about that. Sorry for technical difficulties. The
Yeah,
internet.
now. Right, okay. Can you hear me now? Right, look good.
All right. Well,
Right, look good.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
there's no way to tell if it's eye level.
Of course you can. What do you mean
That
there's no
was
way
the
to tell
idea.
if
You
it's eye level?
just saw it, Luca.
Lucas'
and
point
again-
was there's no marker there. There's no
Again-
marker to say whether it was
again-
relative to eye
again-
level.
There's
The
no marker.
camera
There's
was
no...
the eye, not me.
But MC Toon did include an indicator to tell you whether or not something is eye level or not, and it wasn't.
And did he
eye
show
level, so
omnidirectional curve, Luca?
You
Yeah,
had
good
to
for
look
them.
down
No,
to be eye level.
which is what a globe requires. Dude, please tell me you're not that dumb.
You had to look down in order
did-
to
No,
make the
that
horizon
video
eye
we
level.
just saw, he wasn't looking down. He was looking.
Michael,
straight
did you
forward.
look down when you took that video?
The camera on a tripod.
Exactly. The camera's on a tripod, Luca. How
he
did he look
rise,
down?
he rised up,
Oh my!
but he
Yeah,
was
rised
looking
up based on what? A horizontal plane.
in the elevator.
And no, he wasn't looking down. No, he was just
I mean,
elevating
I
his
thought
vision.
it like you can never win with a glober. So, but like I
Well,
thought it
Luke
was
is retarded, so
quite evident
Hey,
that camera were looking horizontally. Like it's
you
quite
didn't
evident from.
include an indicator. There's nothing to go off of.
Oh, shut up, Luke.
there's nothing to go off of.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
There's
Look,
no
but
yet
indicator
you
telling
know,
So if there's
so
nothing
there
to
we
go off
And
of,
excuse
how do you
not this
establish
crap.
Earth as a globe when you never see it?
There's
you
no point
silly
arguing
monkey.
with Luca until Luca gets off his ass, gets out his bedroom, and goes and finds
God,
out
that
for
kid
himself.
is so
He's just
dumb.
arguing at her. Like,
MC Tune includes
But so what? Listen,
an eye level.
when you get that name out
indicator.
of your mouth, I'm sure it must be dripping goo by now.
we don't want no talk
Like
about
Luca,
it.
do you understand a ball curves in every direction?
Yeah.
So why didn't you see that?
Well, you're not high enough to see the curve.
So then.
You're supposed to see butts going every 15 miles
It's
when you're
quite
6 foot
large.
high.
Oh, thanks, Luca. God bless you.
It's quite large.
You're a walking
Well, so then
contradiction, man.
all arguments based on like, oh, you can see curve, with ships going over the horizon is all bunk, isn't it?
Can you remember soundly showing your curvature on Lake Pontchartrain? that curvature that you can't see, Luca, because Earth's such a big ball. Well, if Pontchartrain's a real image by Soundly, then it must be a really, really small Earth, mate. Now, shut up, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Hi,
No, he
Vicky.
doesn't.
Luca, for nearly 2.5 years, all you've done is troll.
Yeah, pretty much.
Imagine all that time of your life that you've done nothing but troll.
Well, Vicky, don't be too hard on him because he just kind of shows how stupid globe belief is.
Yeah, I agree, Derek. Lucas shows
So I don't want to be
how
too
every
hard
other
on him.
glober thinks.
No, I know.
He has
but
more
like,
bravery than NASA.
I'm not even being nasty. Like the first month, I weren't even
So
on. I could just hear Luca. I could just hear Luca when PJ was here, and I was like, "What?" Like, and I was a glober back then, Luca, and I still would argue with you. But like, the novelty wore off after the first month. We're like 2.5 years in, and it's. Do you know, Luca, you really should be employed by the BBC because you have more repeats than the BBC.
Wait,
It's actually boring to watch. I
You-
find
you
it
weren't-
boring. I think the only thing you ever quote is ChatGPT or Google. You don't use your brain. You literally use a computer to do it. Anyone can do that. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
You were Glober
Yeah.
2 years ago, 2.5
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I was. And do you know what? Do you know what? The first thing that made me think this is wrong was was you and all of your anti-FE trolls. And I was like, do you know what? I've never in my life hated a group, not hated, but disliked a group of people that on most things I actually agreed with, because I saw all of you for what you are. Your fruits are rotten, like from the inside out. None of you have God. You literally have nothing better to do than troll and annoy flat earthers. And that says more about you than any of us. You may all laugh at us and call us dumb, right? But we come here because we want to learn, and we enjoy chatting with each other in chat and stuff. You lot come here to try and cause shit. And do you know what? It says a lot about you, because do you know what? I don't wake up in the morning and think, oh, who can I annoy today? Or who can I make feel like shit today? Because that ain't what life's about, Luca. But I ain't, and I've said many a time, I'm sick of you, but now I'm really sick of you. 2.5 years, the
I've
same
heard a few
bullshit.
Globers say that.
Hold on. 2.5 years of the same bullshit. You love McToon and FTFE so much. Go on their channels. Oh, you can't because they won't let you. Your own people don't give a shit about you. That's why you come to us.
That's not exactly true.
That's a
That's
fact.
pretty accurate.
That is a fact.
Very accurate.
They just don't do StreamYard and
Oh, don't
open
they?
Whoa.
Because
They're
they
doing
really
Zoom.
care about your opinion, not.
Does it
They don't-
matter?
they
They
don't
could
do
use a free
open
StreamYard with their OBS. They could use a
Yes,
free
they-
StreamYard with their OBS if they wanted to. They don't
I
even
mean-
have to
Anyway.
pay for it.
Yeah, they can, but
Anyway.
they don't.
Luca, don't you think it would be more productive if you just accepted that you could be wrong with things instead of the whole time, just circle jerking next week saying the same thing, and just have the same argument even though it's been debunked 500 times?
You see, like you're moaning about that footage, Luca, but I know I were in that lift and my camera were horizontal. I don't really care whether you think it were horizontal or not. I see things for myself and come to my own understanding. That's why I know Earth's flat. Yeah, because I've had to be and looked and tested
Michael,
things.
yes, I'll just agree to what you're saying. And I also want to include something. Luca, consider this. Why is people like Dave McKeegan showing us images of an entirely flat surface of water and then saying, oh, it's simpler to understand? No, if it were simpler to understand, if that was what it actually is, would you show it actually curving?
Well, you'd need
Instead
to
of
get
saying,
high
oh,
enough
no, it's actually the opposite. No, there's no curve. That's the point. Why are they showing us flat images and saying, oh, yeah, there's curve there when there never is? Do you understand?
Well,
They're making
There's-
bold claims that are based on bullshit.
Oh,
Do
you'd
you
need
get
to-
it?
you'd need to get high enough to.
Oh, you need to
say
get high
it
enough now.
first.
What, like ISSI?
Well, that's definitely high enough.
But in that same logic, then,
That's underground.
yeah, but in that same logic, every time a baller shows you a picture of a chuffing boat going over the horizon and saying "see Earth curve," then we can't accept that, Luca, because according to you, they're not high enough to see curvature.
Well, they see
You can't
the
have it
effect.
both ways. You
of
can't
curve.
have
See the
you can't
effects
not
of it.
see it because you're not high enough, and then see it when you're on ground. It's double standards,
Stupid.
mate. Can't have it that way.
Well, if you can see the effects of the Earth curve, then that's good enough, right?
What effects of Earth curve?
Like the horizon.
The horizon has got
good.
nothing. Well, what is the
The
horizon?
horizon tells you
In a
that you're
prime
not on a
position where
globe.
the
Luca.
sky meets the sea.
Yeah, that's it. The
There's
effect of
absolutely
the
nothing about the
Well,
horizon that
sky
purports to be a
meets the
globe
land. or
Earth.
You've
sea
been
or
corrected
whatever.
on this as well for years, and this is exactly the point you're making, Luca. You regurgitate the same debunked arguments over and over and over again.
But it hasn't been debunked, though.
It
Oh,
literally
Luca,
has.
The
It was
amount
never
of
proven
times
in the
you've
first place.
conceded, the amount of times you've conceded and then gone back on it, you literally just chat shy. Honestly. It's
I've always
boring.
said that
You
the
don't need to
horizon is
debunk
an
something
effective
that was
Earth
never
curve.
proven, Luca.
I've never conceded that the horizon is not. an
You've
effective
conceded a
Earth
lot of stuff and then you go back on it.
Back
Like
on
you
it,
don't
and
right. I'm
2
gonna use one
seconds later.
example. I'm gonna use one example. You don't believe in God or Jesus, right? So why don't you go to Israel and prove us wrong? Why don't you?
Well, that's
What do you mean?
That's not really true
How
over
would
there,
going
Vicky.
to Israel prove?
Well, because there's where Jesus died. There's stuff from when Jesus was here, where he sat, where he touched, where he lay down, and you don't believe it. So maybe you should go and
Maybe you
prove.
should just read the Bible.
All right, no, okay, Vicky, BJ, let's simplify it. Luca, I mean, if the Earth curves, why is Dave McKeegan showing us images of flat surface water? No, it's not just because it's simpler. It's because it's not there. because it doesn't compute to a 24,301 mile circumference Earth. It's not even close. Not remotely. Do you understand?
I mean, what was the point of that video? What did he say the point of the video was?
I'll tell
that
you what
there's
he said.
curvature.
I'll tell you what he said, Luca.
And it's not
Nothing
there. It's
of
not
use.
physically observable. That it doesn't pass even the first step of the scientific method. It's freaking clown science. Clowns.
I think the question should be is why do globers have amnesia when it comes to anything of reality?
That's right, Keith. And oh my goodness, yeah, earlier where Dave McKeegan, a couple of years ago tried to attack you about an argument you made that made perfect sense, and now he's trying to make that argument to try to make sense for him.
Yep.
Well, what about
And he has no accountability for it at all.
What about when he was talking about triangles and flat baselines and that, and he absolutely wrecked his own argument?
Yeah.
That's what they continually do. They wreck their own arguments, expecting their arguments to freaking make sense to their gullible
A baller does not know when he's wrecked his own argument. That's how daft they are.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. Out of all the years we've been in this, what has the globers actually presented to us?
Nothing.
Nothing. They went to Antarctica for a 24-hour stream, couldn't even do that.
Exactly.
Oh, well, let's shoot up Katy Perry into space, guys. That's their freaking proof. Whoop-de-freaking-doo. And everybody with some common sense knows that was all bullshit.
I mean, if you think about it, all the quote-unquote veterans of the anti-flat earth side, they kind of, just pushing on the same nonsense. But then you get the new people coming in, and all they do is just insult. They don't actually have anything other than regurgitating the same nonsense that's been debunked 100 times and just insult flat earthers. That's literally all the anti-flat earth scene is let's see who can insult flat earth more without actually rebutting anything flat earthers bring up. They just literally nah. And that's Dave McKeegan's video we showed tonight. He's trying to change definitions because it doesn't suit his belief system. Instead of being honest and say, okay, yeah, the definition doesn't fit with my belief system.
You walk onto a building site and said to someone, mate, do you know level means curved? You get laughed off building site.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Dave McKeegan doesn't care about proof. He only cares about what he can swing.
Yep.
Luca and
McKeegan and Toon and Fight the Flat Earth are to keep people like Luca dumbed down. That's what their job is.
Yep.
Do you know what I don't understand?
Luca, why are you typing that crap in private chat? We know what personal incongruity is. Why?
See, this is exactly what we're saying, Luca. We corrected you on this exactly on many live streams already now, and you still bring it up.
Just, I don't believe it, right?
Do you know what? We don't believe anything you say, so...
Dude, your belief is required with a globe Earth. Do you understand? They can't prove it to you.
No, the point
They
is...
never
what's
have.
the
They
point
haven't
in
to
putting
us,
that in there?
and we are former globers. Do you get it?
I mean, what is your point in putting it in there? We know what it means. What is the point in doing
I want to get back to...
Nobody was talking
Can we
about
let's get back to the actual argument though.
I want to get back to
That's why I
footage
had
and
to
Lucas
clarify
saying
that.
there's no evidence that camera were level.
Yeah.
Well, I know for a fact that it were level, but you can clearly see where Horizon is in the image, shows that camera were level.
Yeah.
And
but
they
then
have
they're
to
both
change the... Wait. They have
Because
to
when you-
change the meanings of words in order to establish their argument, which means they have to lie their tushes off.
They're more bothered about not erring than actually going and doing it themselves. They'll just go, no, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Luca, you literally would, if McToon said that black is white, or ChatGPT did, you would believe it because that's how indoctrinated you are. Look at the world we live in, right? How can you believe anything you were taught? Anything? Because we can see it's all lies.
Uh,
And if you can't see that, you're blind.
I can't see
Dude,
that.
you were
Nope.
just shown how you
Look,
were
that was
lied
the
to,
hardest
and you're
thing,
like, oh no.
Yeah.
And besides, Earth is
Keith, I'm gonna drop.
incredibly big. So
Bye.
You're exasperating.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
great.
coming, Vicky.
Okay.
Much blessings.
Love you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Vicky.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Get him out of here.
Jam also is in. Chris is in the house. Let me just put him in. There we go. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, hi guys. Hi all together.
Oh, you're very
Hello.
loud. Wow.
Sorry, I turned the music off.
No,
Sorry.
you're very loud. Your mic is very loud.
Now it's better. You're all fine?
Yeah.
Yes?
How's it going?
Okay, nice. Really good. I get the washing machine today. You know, I started a new apartment, so I had a lot of things to do, but I'm really happy with the goals. It's going on. It's going on. Everything's gonna be fine.
That's good. That's
Fine.
good.
Thanks. It's a new start, you know, so really cool.
Hold on. What question did you ask?
Look at this. Look at this, guys.
Sorry.
Pat Davy Drum says nobody's engaging my question, so I'm off. Dude, you can literally come in and have a discussion.
Who said that?
No.
I don't know.
What
Some
child?
Pat Davy Drums. I don't even know who the hell that
Open
is.
panel.
Nobody paying attention to me, so I'm going to throw my dummy out of the pram.
But what has he said? It's the first
My
comment
dummy
I've
ass.
seen from him.
I know.
How can anybody
Well, you asked me,
address
that's-
you?
that's what I-
Oh wait, he had a comment before
Yeah.
this. That one made it through. So I was a teenager. I sailed across
Look at
Atlantic
little
with the youth
childish
club.
insult and all at end. Carry on believing in God and flat.
I know.
Yeah, look, this is
What
his
a
comment,
look.
guys. That he
Carry
thinks.
on,
Wait,
not believing in God.
this
No,
is this
carry
is.
on.
But this is his comment, and he thinks we should respond to this. That one made it through. So when I was a teenager, I sailed across Atlantic with the youth club, pre-GPS. Well done. We were taught sextant navigation as backup. Still not sure how that would work on a plate. How is anybody supposed to? Is that a question or anything, or is it just him trying to insult flat Earth? So what is the response to that? What are we supposed to respond to his incredulity based on how celestial navigation works?
Sorry, what is
Celestial navigation is always
aquility?
horizontal.
I don't get that.
What?
What's the meaning of it?
Incredulity.
Yeah.
Basing opinion on
Please.
on ignorance.
It's based on a 90-degree angle first, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
It's like
And on a
side of-
globe that curves, you cannot have a 90-degree angle.
No perpendiculars on a globe, no.
Sons of bitches.
Okay. Yes, me was yesterday in the Earth Awakening, yes.
Yeah.
And there are really lots of globers in, yes, and it's really hard to come to a topic, yes.
Yeah, you should stay away from places like that.
Yeah, Earth
Yeah,
Awakening
I
is just a. It's
Wouldn't go in
it's Earth Awakening is a cesspool of the anti-flat Earth trolls who just sit there and hold each other's hands all day.
And all fake flat earthers who don't want to accept the arguments that destroy globe, they just want to be in a perpetual loop of arguing with idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're talking about much stuff, but it's not important for me, you know what they're talking.
So yeah.
No, at that place, I've been there before. It's like, I mean, they cut out actual truthers, you know, for the sake of like just being prosperous. More people listening to them. And so, yeah, It's like they're without a leg and walking towards truth. Like, yeah, you go on ahead and wobble your ass towards truth. Crawl.
But I mean,
yeah.
let's for instance look at now, like Sean Hawkins is watching the stream live, like he usually does. Okay.
Isn't he
Why-
on death's doorstep?
Why is he not able to come and have the discussion self here? Oh, I know. Because all he does on his stream is watch what we say, swears at us, insults us, and thinks that's a rebuttal. Because he has
isn't.
no rebuttal.
Luca.
Then he
you know
has
what
his
personal-
audience. Then he has his audience in his chat agreeing with just him swearing and thinking that's a
Well, it's
rebuttal.
like Hawkins has always been more interested in appearing right than actually being right.
Yeah.
And it's actually manifesting now in his life with his meth-looking ass.
I mean, think about it. We're giving we're giving a whole platform from all these people who love the globe so much to come and share their religion with us, okay? Yet they can't do that, but they have the audacity
It's
to
gonna
insult us
manifest
and
with
tell us we don't know if flat earthers
It's
are
gonna
dumb.
manifest with
Yeah.
June.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, they're on death's doorstep. Because
What
that's
are you
where they're
talking
making
about,
their
Luca?
bed.
Clearly, you don't
Ignorance,
know
ignorance does
person-
not equal personal incredulity.
What are you talking
Ignorance
about?
has everything to do with incredulity, Luca.
Goodness.
If you
No.
don't accept
Yes.
it, you find
Oh,
it-
no.
Talking
Shut
about.
up, Luca. You really are getting annoying.
No,
You
this
are
is
the
what I'm
personification of incredulity.
You guys don't know what
You are
ignorance
now
does
you are projecting your incredulity onto
Yeah.
us.
We know exactly
Why?
what
Know exactly what
not-
personal
you even
incredulity
looked
is.
up what personal incredulity is.
Yes, I know exactly what it is. Shut up, Luca.
Can you look it up for
Shut
me right
up,
now?
Luca.
When you're the one espousing it, why don't you look it up?
And see, well, I
Instead
did.
of
That's
just
a quote.
chanting your rubbish in private chat.
Quote.
You know what it
Personal
means. How
incredulity.
many
You make
times do we have
wild
to go through it,
accusations
Luca?
that you
How
can't
many
back
times do
up
we have
with
to go
stuff.
through it? We know what it means. Now shut up about personal incredulity.
But you say it's not just.
I never said
belief.
anything. I didn't say anything.
Okay, Flatside said it's not just believe. Or Flatside did say it's ignorance, which
You are
it's
ignorant.
not. I put a quote
Dude,
in
make a
fact that
coherent sentence, for God's sake.
ignorance does not equal personal incredulity.
Okay, let me put it
No,
this way.
Ignorance is
Stupid.
simply not knowing.
Let me put it this way. Not knowing is ignorance, you... Oh, flip.
Yes, not knowing is ignorance.
So it's incredulity.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't know.
No.
Right, just shut up.
But when
Shut
I
up.
think about Luca, you know much of stuff, but you just don't want to accept it, in my belief.
Listen.
What?
Personal incredulity.
I say Luca is not stupid, you know. He got
Yes,
a lot,
he is
a lot
stupid.
of
Okay, wait,
knowledge,
guys,
but
wait,
he just
guys.
don't wanna
So are
get
you.
it.
Everybody's over talking each
Listen, I'm
other.
gonna read some
Wait,
out.
guys. Go ahead,
Right.
Michael.
Who's this stupid monkey?
Lost my chuffing tab now.
Go
He
ahead,
said
Michael.
he isn't a flat earther, you
Wait,
know.
Chris, wait. Go, Michael.
Right. Personal incredulity is closely related to ignorance, as the fallacy often arises when a person lacks sufficient knowledge or understanding of a topic. The fallacy, also known as the appeal to common sense or argument from personal conviction, occurs when someone concludes that a premise is false simply because they cannot personally understand or imagine how it could be true. Here is how ignorance plays a central role: lack of knowledge. The individual may be ignorant of the relevant scientific principles, complex data, or logical explanations that make the concept plausible. Inability to comprehend. Instead of seeking to overcome their lack of knowledge, they use their inability to comprehend as a basis for rejection. False dichotomy. The underlying and often unspoken premise of the fallacy is, if I cannot understand this, it must not be true. This ignores the possibility that the individual's understanding, rather than the concept itself, is flawed.
Thank you,
Essentially,
Michael.
The person substitutes their personal feeling or confusion or disbelief for actual evidence or a reasoned argument, which is a form of relying on one's own ignorance as a guide to the truth.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
what was I wrong about again?
I don't want to hear you mention it
Nothing.
again, Luca.
Then what?
Exactly.
What
Just
was
shut
the?
up about it now.
So
Then what about this? Personal credulity is the fallacy of mistaking your difficulty in understanding a claim for evidence.
So you're
The claim is
ignorant. Well
false.
done.
Yes, that's ignorance, mate.
Right, PJ. When I was yesterday with this Earth Awakening guys, a lot of Globers, they say we don't have any, scientific methods to prove our facts, But this is
Oh,
not
we
so hard.
absolutely have a
We have
scientific
a lot.
method backing a flat Earth.
You mean ballers who
Retarded
claim
fuck.
that like shape of Earth is science? Yeah.
Yeah, they claim that for the flat Earth there isn't no scientific background for it,
Shape is not
but
science. But shape is not science, though.
there are so lots of experiments what we can do, easy experiments, not hard ones, what you can do outside, and you can prove
And
that the
where do
Earth
those
is
experiments
flat.
prove Earth is a ball? Do say.
For me, it's no ball.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, and then I apologize for being hostile. Okay?
Yeah. Jamango's a flat earther. Chris, but what I'm saying is, shape is not science. So when the ballers claim science for a shape, they are in a category error. You can do demonstrations to give evidence for your claim, but that's not science, because science is specifically the cause for an effect. So when you, for instance, doing a quote-unquote experiment for trying to prove a flat earth or globe, it's not an experiment. It's not even falling under science. You're just trying to create a demonstration of evidence for your claim.
When I get insight, in the show,
And can we
they was
demonstrate
talking about an
wait,
experiment, what they're doing in the lab, so it wasn't interesting,
Can
and
we demonstrate space? No?
no, we never was there.
So where is the mainstream, the majority of people at? Oh, there's space. Can they prove any of it? Nope.
No.
Luca, what are
Okay,
you doing?
dude. Okay, all right. You're kind of.
Can I say something?
If it's all to do with personal incredulity, no,
No.
you can't.
It is one thing to
No.
say.
No.
It is
No.
wait,
No.
hold on.
No. No.
Hold on.
PJ got
No.
enough.
Personal
No.
hold on.
No.
Personal
No.
credulity is turning that not
Shut up now,
Okay,
Luca.
wait,
PJ
guys,
doesn't
wait.
want to hear you. Shut up now.
Let me try and dumb this down even more for Luca. Luca, if you don't understand something and it makes you believe something, it means you are incredulous. You believe a globe because you are too dumb to understand it's not a globe. Understand what I just told you in very plain, dumb English.
And proof does not require
Can
belief.
I say something simple too?
No.
To
Shut up, Luca.
understand.
No.
It's a
Luca,
yes or
just
no.
shut
It was
up.
a yes or no
Every
question.
single word that comes out of your mouth simple.
It's
Luca.
yes or no
It
question,
is.
Luca.
Luca,
Hold
Luca,
on.
understand. Proof does not require your belief.
If he says
One
personal
Something you can observe
incredulity,
yourself.
Luca. If you say personal incredulity, Flats, mute him if he says
I'm
personal
going to
incredulity.
because it's
No.
been explained to him.
No,
Exactly.
that's one thing. I
No.
want to say one thing about it. Just
No.
one thing, and that's it.
Okay,
Fine.
one thing.
Let's hear
Okay. It is okay. I'm gonna start it off with that word. Okay.
it. No, go.
Here we go. So, personal incredulity is turning that not knowing into a verdict.
Yes, what we've been saying. So great, it's finished. He agrees with us.
That doesn't help
Okay,
you, Luca.
so next.
It doesn't help you, innit?
So the globe, guys. So according to the globe, level needs to curve, as we saw from Dave McKeegan.
Whoops.
Yeah. Notice how we don't have any globers coming in to tell us how horizontal means curving.
Yeah, and nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I was
It should be weird because
recognizing,
look up and consider it.
I
Think
was
about
talking about refraction, in different heights. Yes, but for what? Not outside. They was proving that. They was proving this in a laboratory. So it's okay that you can measure something or the refraction, but for what?
I should
For
better go
me.
into a dictionary and look up curved, and it should say level.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is this pseudoscience. Why you would
Yeah,
need that. And these globers, what are students or something, they are so fixed up in their minds that the globe is everything.
Like the sun rays themselves, it shouldn't be refraction. It should be diffraction, right?
Depends the
Yes.
context.
And
Well,
sorry,
which it is. That's what we
refraction
observe.
goes always down to, or
Because
refraction goes always downsides.
Refraction
Normally.
requires
Because
two
there's a
medium and a
difference.
boundary.
Yeah, because there's a difference
Yeah,
between
well,
refraction
yeah.
and
Correct,
refraction.
Michael.
Correct.
And yet,
But-
what are we always told? Oh, it's
That it's-
refraction. Somehow, our
In my
atmosphere
belief, or what I
inverts
know,
the sun rays.
that the refraction goes
see it,
down
it's not
to,
doing
yes?
that.
Sorry,
Both talking
sorry.
at the same time. Both of you. I don't know who's talking, but you're
But
both talking.
when
Sorry,
a
go ahead.
refraction happens, it bends down to the light, no? Or up.
I just have
Or
one,
it
I
depends.
just have one thing to say to all the globies. Earth is flat.
It absolutely is. It's a flat and stationary plane.
I have one thing to say to all the flat earthers.
Do you?
Earth is a globe.
Based on what?
Your ignorance.
Your little circus science that isn't science?
Now we have.
You've demonstrated
You
how.
don't
You've
have any
demonstrated how much what. You've
That's
demonstrated
why
how
it's
much
called
what
like
your
the
gods are.
theory of gravity, Luca. Do you know why it's called the theory of gravity? Because it's a theory, a belief. It's synonymous with belief, not an actual proof. A little
It's a
tough
scientific theory because you can't test it.
We don't need it for the
Oh my
reality.
god.
Like,
That's-
dude, why are we sent images of a perfect sphere and they can't ascertain a center of gravity?
It's not funny.
I left you.
Oh my
I left you a
goodness, dude.
present, Mr. Incredulous.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
I see that name you gave
No,
me.
but I know Luca's never going to answer me. Where's the center of gravity, Luca? When it's allegedly different in different areas, and
The
yet we're
center
sent.
of gravity is just the center of Earth.
Hey, no, so we're told.
Well, I want Luca. Luca,
So
can
why
you
is
tell
the
me what?
center of gravity or gravity different in other areas than others? Do you understand?
Because topography, it's not a
Wait.
perfect
Oh,
sphere.
topography.
Luca, what is your best evidence on why you believe it's a globe? How's that?
Well, no, Luca doesn't really believe in any science. He just believes in what most people believe.
No. I just want to find out why he believes in a globe. What is his best evidence on
Right?
why
No,
he
no,
believes
no,
it's a
no,
globe?
no. That's why
Yeah.
he's a way
He's
worse
saying what the
Christian
master
believer.
says. What I know him.
They never actually proved anything to him, ever.
Mm-hmm. So, Luca, what is your best proof according to you for your globe?
There's so many. I guess if I had to, what?
And yet again, why does it fall on Luca to prove this type of stuff when not even mainstream institutions want to get on board? Because they sound stupid, just like Luca.
You've asked Luca, right, for what his best globe proof is, and we're like 5 minutes and he's still not getting an answer.
Because he
You know,
doesn't
if you
believe
said
it's a
to me,
globe.
Luke,
There's no
why do
such
you
thing
think
as like,
Earth's
oh,
flat?
we have proof, but
Nah, I'm trying to.
Look, if you said to me,
Uh,
why do you think Earth's flat, Michael? I'd be saying the lack of evidence of curvature.
There we
Straight
go.
off the bat.
You know straight away. Because why? It shows that Luca doesn't really believe it's a globe.
I guess.
no, he believes in majority.
It must be contained.
Well, that's
There's
okay. I have one. That
He's like,
doesn't
well,
it
most
is-
people
it
are
was the
going
same
this
by
way,
me.
so that way I will
And-
go
Okay,
there
guys,
too.
you
even
guys
if
are
it's
gonna
against
have
the
to
truth.
let one talk at a time. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of
Sorry, go ahead.
lot of
I just want to
over
say, in the Earth's awakening, I was about 10 minutes to 20 minutes speaking, then they muted me, so.
Okay, go ahead, Luca.
I guess it would be like how stars change with latitude.
Yeah, Chris is live.
What?
That's
What about a
probably my
lavatory?
best- Lavitude.
Lavatory.
Latitude.
Latrine.
Latitude.
No, it sounds like lavatory. So your proof of globe is you sit on a lavatory.
Sitting on the chunky.
I'm just joking with you, man. I'm just pulling your leg.
You know, latitude's like a flat Earth measurement, don't you? Luca?
How stars change with latitude. That's
Stars change with latitude. Do they
probably my best evidence. That
do
it's
they
a
lose
globe.
weight? Do they lose weight with latitude, or become
Well-
different genders, or what?
Turn into
Well,
planet.
Polaris is high in the sky the farther north you go.
Polaris
like
is not in the
how
sky where I am.
But it vanishes completely from like Australia, right?
Do you see Polaris from Australia?
No,
Yeah, exactly. So why
What are you saying, Luke?
and
What-
that's
what-
the best evidence that it's a globe.
No, it's
What?
not.
How we can't see it from Australia.
Can you see
But-
Table Mountain from Australia?
You've just used the word
No, but it's
latitude.
not
That would be a
flat.
flat Earth measurement.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, you just doesn't care if it's flat or round. This is
Polaris is
There are lots of
incredibly high in the sky. So
If you're going to prove a globe, mate, don't just use a flat Earth proof to try and do that.
well, since Polaris is incredibly high in the sky, we should have at least some equipment.
Okay.
Like, not just
Is
I
Mount
can't even
Everest-
see the
to
Big
see it.
Dipper in
Wait, wait,
Minneapolis.
wherever we
Wait,
are
is
on
Mount
the
Everest-
planet.
Is Mount Everest very
freaking
high in the
kidding me?
sky, Luca? The tip of
Yeah.
Mount Everest is very high in the sky. Why don't you see Mount Everest?
Well, I suppose we probably could if the Earth is flat.
No.
Don't be silly.
Why
No, but
why would
Luca,
you see it?
I
Why
can't
would you
even
see if
see
it's
the
flat?
Big Dipper that's supposed to be above me at night. Why?
Well, the reason I said like Polaris is because there's not much atmosphere in the way of it since it's so high in the sky. We're looking up to see it, so we're not contending with
No,
atmospheric
you're acting like on
effects.
flat Earth we're supposed to see absolutely everything. And no,
I
that does
don't-
not happen.
I don't really agree with that. I don't really agree that on a flat Earth you should see absolutely everything on Earth because there is.
Oh, when city lights
atmospheric
drown out the
conditions
freaking starlight?
There is atmospheric conditions to contend with, so that on a flat Earth, even though saying you.
No,
should
you're
see
acting like on
everything
a flat Earth, all of a
sounds
sudden everything
reasonable,
in the
but-
so-called atmosphere is all of a sudden just gone.
Well, there's
Luca,
less
this is now
atmospheric
years.
conditions
Because
Years,
the
Luca.
thing that the only reason
I
you
think
can't
you
see
just don't care, but Zoid care, PJ cares, Derek Nelson, Michael, I do care if it's flat or if it's round.
Well,
Yeah.
we were Glovers.
the globe believer thinks that you can see forever because they think the only reason you can't see things is because of a curved ball.
You're right.
Stupidity.
Luca,
Yeah.
why
Total
must
lack of
why,
understanding.
Why on screen am I seeing the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time when the moon is supposed to be blocked by the so-called Earth?
Well, one, it's where you're standing. This is from your location, right? South
Yes.
Africa?
And why is the
So,
shadow?
that's-
And why is the shadow?
That's pretty
Why is
close
there
to the shadow,
shadow
right?
on the moon where the sun's light's supposed to be shining?
What do you mean? Shadow.
Why is there a shadow there?
Well, the sun,
What's causing the
the sun-
shadow, Luca?
that's not a shadow. That's just where it's not lit
Why
up.
is half the moon shaded?
Yeah,
when
it's
it's in
just
full-
not lit up by the sun. That's why.
Why can you see?
Presentation of the sun.
You can't see something that's not lit up.
Why can you see a full moon in daytime, Luca?
What do you mean?
Why can you see a full moon in daytime? According to your rhetoric, you can't.
Why do you see a waxing moon in the full daytime?
I mean, if the moon is supposed to be fully lit up by the sun, why doesn't it at all times when it's in full view of the sun? And no,
Yeah, why
clearly
is there
Earth
then a
not
shadow?
blocking
Yeah.
it. So what's
Yeah.
blocking it?
Yeah, because the moon has its own light. We know
That's
this.
right. That's right. The
I don't
moon
know, but the
itself
shadow.
is its own light and it has
Luca?
No.
transitions.
Would you be able to see on YouTube? I want to quickly show you something.
Even on YouTube.
You see how the light is lighting up the whole side of the ball.
Huh? You're not showing the screen.
And there's
On
other
YouTube,
times
you have
where
to
the
look at
moon,
YouTube. Yeah.
it's a full moon, and the sun is supposed to be on the opposite side of the earth.
No, well, you
So
see.
what is lighting it up then?
Let's do it this way. Let's say this mic is the globe.
Yep.
That's what's. You understand? But now this is what we're seeing, Luca. Why is there no shadow on this ball? But on the one we saw there, the shadow is on the ball.
I can't see the
Look at
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes. His camera's on YouTube side, not on the StreamYard side.
Oh. Dang.
Do you
I
understand
can't
what I'm
see it,
saying,
man.
Luca? Maybe I should
So,
draw it on
in
Sean
one-
Hawkins' favorite program, Paint, because Sean is watching us from his channel. So just to piss
no
him
doubt.
off, I'm going to bring Paint up. This is for
Okay.
you, Sean Hawkins, dedicated to you, Mr. Old Hermit.
And this one's for you as well. I'll get your favourite background up, Sean.
Sorry, but guys, is Sean a flat earther? Or?
No,
Sean Hawkins.
Ah, so
Oh,
you mean
no.
the original
not
Sean
him.
Hawkins? Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Sean,
No,
is that
no,
one?
Jamingo. No, I need to.
Sorry, yeah.
Dude, I'm still subbed to you. No, I need to apologize. I didn't mean to be so hostile. I thought you were.
No,
I thought the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
no shit. Okay. So let's say this is supposed to be the Earth. Okay. Maybe I should make it blue, just so it's just water. And then we should put it in space. And then we have to put the moon. The moon. And we must put the sun. Okay. This is what's supposed to be happening.
Like,
Mickey Mouse.
according to
Go on.
Globus, which most of us were, how is the moon fully lit when the sun,
No.
according to them, is supposed to be on the
Because it's
opposite
far,
side of the
far
earth?
Okay.
away.
Okay. Look what I'm saying now. Okay. So what's showing here is on this, Luca, if the Earth is in the way, where should the shadow be on the moon?
Far for below.
You've got to think about it. Well, you've got to think about it in
Like that.
like.
Like that, Luca.
You mean the Terminator line?
That's how it should be there, correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
So, so what happens? So if you say it's like that, and we put it there, it's above the horizon, and you see a full. Why are you seeing a shadow there?
Well,
If it's why are you seeing
You
a shadow?
shouldn't be.
So should you see
You
a shadow?
should be able to see a full
Should you see
moon
a
if
shadow
that's
now,
okay.
Luca?
You would see half of it cut off because the Terminator line.
So you would see it like that.
Yes.
So this would be all
Not
gone.
a full moon.
Okay, so let me quickly draw
Of
it.
course, a full moon is just when the moon is like beating down on you.
Okay. So that's what you should be seeing then. Correct?
Yes.
Like I showed on the YouTube with the ball. But that's not what we saw though. What we saw was that. Oh, where? No, wait, it wasn't that way. It was the other way around, wasn't it?
But
I think
that's
it was
not
this
how
way.
it was.
I think
though.
this is how it was.
You
I
can
just want to get
prove
the
it
right
easily.
angle. I just want to get the right angle
Okay.
quickly. Wait, let me get. Okay, there we go. Let me get. That was like
What
this.
I meant is the temperature of the sun, of the moon. You can prove it easily, not? It's colder in the moonshine than it's in
Okay.
the shadow.
Okay, look, that's what it's showing. Why is it showing that way? Why is it not lit up like we showed?
Well, that's because it's not how.
Why is it not lit up like we showed there, Luca? Like it's supposed to. Why is it looking like that?
In reality, that's not how it is.
That's how it looks in reality. You see when I make it blue, that's how it looks in reality. You see that blue moon?
I mean, that's a 2D viewing point.
I'm just drawing it out for you based on your globe. I'm just drawing it out for you based on your globe, Luca.
Luca, majority of chuffing globe cartoons are 2D, mate.
Okay, now.
I would say because the sun is so far away, you get this crazy,
Okay, there it is.
phases of the
That's
moon.
that shadow.
Well, yeah, that too.
That's that shadow,
Sun
Luca.
is very
So the
far
sun is in
And when I
direct.
said,
The sun is in direct.
It's above the earth.
Yeah,
The
it's
sun is
direct
very far
sunlight
away.
of why is there a so-called, as you say, not a shadow on that angle?
Yeah, that's not a shadow. That's just light doesn't reach that side of the moon.
Which means shadow.
No, the
I
point
wouldn't
is
call it a
the shadow isn't
I'd
the
say
reason.
the Terminator line,
that-
Billy.
No, Luca.
sun should-
The whole point is the Earth isn't the reason there's a shadow cast there, because the moon is in full view of the sun.
it should be
Yeah.
full moon.
So
It should be
So it's
entirely.
only
It should be
Right,
totally
not the
full. The whole face should be lit up. It's not. That's my whole
No.
point.
Right.
why would it?
Because of
What do you mean,
sunlight.
why
You
would-
claiming the sunlight is the
It's a
cause for the
Terminator
light.
line.
Show
Right?
him again.
It's a Terminator line.
No,
the sun,
no,
the
no,
sun
no,
can't
no.
reach
When
that
you look
side
at
of
that
the moon.
moon and then look at the sun, the whole moon should be lit up. But it's not.
He doesn't get where the sun was. Luca, he doesn't get it. When you show him the video one more time, he get it.
No, he'll never get it. That's the problem.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, he may someday, but I mean, he's kind of doing a service in some way. It's showing how stupid the globe is. Because it's not like they can prove anything they can say, can they?
They all think they can prove it, the globes, They really all think that, And they say it's so hard to make experiments for us guys, you know, but
Yeah.
they just don't want to change their minds, you know, that you can talk, and just
Right.
BS for
They
them.
deal in deception
Flat.
That's exactly
and
what
believers in
Shank is
it.
bringing up. Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Why is the under part of the moon not lit up and the top part when the sun is lower than the moon?
Yeah.
The sun isn't lower than
It's
the
in the
moon.
video.
How
it's
do you know
lower.
that, Luca?
It's 400 times further away.
How
my
did
word.
you establish that?
That's what I said. They would say.
Yeah, that the mango said it
No,
was.
Luca,
that
how
distance.
did you establish that?
Well, that's what they
It's
say.
what you believe.
Yeah,
You didn't
I
actually
didn't know they're not
scientifically
saying
No,
establish
that's what
anything.
that's what the physicists and scientists say.
Oh,
So,
is it?
yeah.
And did they prove it? No.
Well, they've shown evidence.
So you're
like,
operating on what you believe,
no, I
Yeah.
operate on
not what you can prove.
what they say.
And what
Yeah,
do they say?
what they
do they
say.
say?
What they believe, not what you can prove.
What do they say?
They say that the sun is 400 times.
Oh,
I
love
don't
this.
think that
Terminate-
Luca is so stupid, you
I
know.
love
He
this from,
gets
from Thomas. Terminator line. Is that number 1 or 2?
Go ahead.
And also, a full moon just means the entire side facing us is sunlit.
Luca?
So,
Luca?
not the entire moon.
Luca? Luca?
Yeah.
How much push-ups can you do?
I've done 100 in about 5 hours.
Wow. Okay.
No, wait. No.
No, I
1
want to make a
hour.
point.
And did you
No,
use-
wait,
did you
One
use-
hour.
Did you use your
Keith, hold
arms
on.
for the push-up or your legs?
Arms.
Great. So when you have the Terminator line, which is based on a shadow, because the sun is not reaching it, how is it not a shadow?
Well, for a shadow to be made, the sun hits something and then casts a shadow.
I agree. The
behind
sunlight
it.
does nothing on the moon. The sunlight's not touching the moon because the moon's not a physical object. Neither is the sun.
What? How can you say
No, it's
that?
too much.
No, Keith, that's too deep for him. All right.
What do you mean the sun's not physical and the moon's not physical objects?
Show me
Like,
where
There is
you.
no rock.
Show
Why
me.
can't you say that, Luca? Have you been and touched it to see if it's
Are they
tangible?
holograms?
Luca?
How
Have you
can
been, Luca? Luca?
Yeah.
Have you been to Sun and Moon and touched them to see if they're
Fossilized
tangible?
trees.
you do you think the only way to know
Luca,
something
you
is
don't
to
answer
touch
a
it?
question with a question. Have you been to the Sun and Moon and touched them to see if they're tangible?
Well, obviously not.
Well, then you can't make any claims then, can you?
I would
You
actually.
think the only way to know something for certain is to go there and touch it?
This
You
is.
don't think we have tools for that?
I actually have a personal challenge for any glober. Show us evidence that Eratosthenes even ever existed.
We measured a flat Earth even if it did, so who cares?
And who you were talking about before? I thought you was talking about the scientist.
Scientist?
Oh, I mean,
Don't
let's
remember.
just. Yeah.
Thank you, LJ, for your
Wait.
$2 super chat. He says, humans are not meant to know what the sun and moon are. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah,
Because
I
the
agree.
Bible,
We're not.
the
No.
Bible just says they were put to the sun to rule the day and the moon to rule the night, and they're there with the stars for times and seasons. That's all. It doesn't tell us what it
wants
is.
us-
So I agree, 100%. Thank you for the super chat.
Who wants us to have
they're
limited
celestial,
knowledge
not
now?
terrestrial. But I mean, even according to mainstream science, they can't make sense of like a shadow being cast on the moon when the sun is in full view. That ought to cast the whole thing in light when they're claiming the sun is doing that.
What
Yeah,
that crazy red shadow that you can
Also,
totally see through.
what evidence would convince you that Eratosthenes is or was real?
You can't even prove he even existed.
No, I just
Or
want you to
even
show.
existed.
I just want you to give evidence that shows he
Is
did
there-
exist.
And
Because
not
there's
just that,
It-
but
like
no.
a book or
All this
something,
is,
or
like,
Wait, guys, wait.
we did a little experiment.
wait. I'm trying to hear what Lucas says. Sorry, Lucas, again.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
If he was mentioned in a book or record or something, would that be enough?
Do you know when the first known records of him was ever spoken of, Luca?
When was that?
300 years after he supposedly existed, by someone who never met him, by someone who has never seen his work or
It
anything.
takes more faith to believe in the rest of things than it does in
So,
Jesus Christ.
and you'll get a glober telling you, hey, you believe in Jesus, a fairy tale character, and then they go to Eratosthenes.
That's what I'm trying to get at. The point is, there's not one shred of evidence Aristophanes ever existed, other than a person 300 years later just mentioned him and made an excuse to say his work all burnt up in the Library of Alexandria.
Didn't you hear about him at school? Because I never did.
I never did.
And even if he did exist, his works were worthy of being burned anyway.
Yeah, but
So
the
you were
point-
talking about this the
the
scientist who was in the wheelchair. He was talking about that for a short time.
yeah,
He was in the, how was his name?
the Down syndrome guy.
Yeah,
Stephen Hawkins.
Stephen Hawking, thanks.
Yeah, but
It's also a crazy story altogether, you know. At the beginning, we never had these computers that he could just sit there and his mind talks for him. And probably there were 5 or 6 of him, you know, who gets in his position. So
yeah,
I don't know 100%. But
yeah, but the
I
point I
don't
was
believe-
making, like what Michael was bringing up, was why do you have so much faith in fictional characters that cannot be shown to ever existed, but you guys have a problem with someone who does have evidence they exist, like Jesus.
But then mock us, you know,
Yeah.
mock us on Jesus, saying that he's a fictional character, but yet you hold beliefs in fictional characters.
Which have no evidence whatsoever, where Jesus has a lot of evidence, much more than even Julius Caesar.
Even the haters of Jesus made mention of him, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
And like, oh, he
We
never
don't need
existed.
more, no.
We're just going to omit people who weren't Christian, but mentioned them anyway. Yeah.
But the Globers also always say, you know, the older civilization was so dumb about the worldview and everything. This is so crazy because there you saw really a mind what was given to the next people, you know. This was straight, not complicated. And they did a lot of works with the stars and the sun and the moon. So they were not so stupid, the old civilization, I think.
Nobody in the past was stupid.
No.
Not really.
No. Right.
I'm going to bed.
Right.
Cheers, Michael. You were on much longer than I thought you were going to be on.
Yeah, I know.
Like my own grandpa.
I'm starting to get
was
ratty.
far smarter than
Yeah.
me.
Look, it's not helping, like, but I'm starting to get ratty.
No stress, man. But yeah, it was great having you
Thank
on,
you.
brother. Sleep well.
Yeah, cheers, man. Love
Just
you
a
all.
good
God
brother.
bless. Love you.
Cheers.
Even love you, Luca, mate. God
I'm
bless
sorry
everybody.
for being
Love you all.
offensive. So, yeah.
Bye, Michael.
Night, man. Night, Derek.
Just
Night,
cheers.
Chris. Night, PJ. Night, everybody.
Take care, Michael.
Just.
Bye. Good night, John Boy.
Stop making me laugh.
Yeah, love you all.
Cheers, man.
Now get out of here. No, love you, bro.
So yeah. But Luca, just one question, please.
Yeah.
Do you really care for yourself if it's round world or flat world, or doesn't matter it to you?
Well, I'd say like it doesn't matter to me that much, but
Well, you're not
the
sure.
the result of
But the
what
point is, like,
believing in a
if
flat
I
Earth
were to ask you to
does.
like measure something across a surface of seawater, if you come up with something, this surface of seawater is curving, I would question your logic. I would question your intellect.
But what if I were like? How would you respond if I said something like, "The Earth is too big to see the curve
No, right.
from
No,
sea
that's the
level"?
entire point. I mean, like the globe
And,
Earth, which we used to be, does not match.
yeah. But then why NASA tells us this shit when it doesn't match? Yeah.
It's not even close. I mean,
That's not.
if it were to match,
Maybe it is very
it's
big.
not,
I don't know.
an Earth of 24,301 mile
3959.
circumference. They're basically saying, oh, it's a freaking 100,000 million mile
It's
circumference
3959.
Earth in order to make it make sense.
I just want.
Somehow.
I just
Do you
want
understand that, Luca?
I just want to
It's
say after.
30,959.
So say after 135 votes, the reality we live on, flat 47%, globe 38%, simulation 10%, and camel 5%. Just thought I'd point that out.
Well, I have more respect for the Globers than I do the simulation Earthers. Huh.
I don't understand how
What's a
anybody thinks we live in a
simulation?
simulation, to be honest.
It's what?
I don't understand how some people think we live in a simulation, to be honest.
No, it's stupid.
Yeah. Of course, there are lots. There are lots out. Of course. And they were talking about who gets easier, an atheist or a Christian to the flat earthers. Yes, the Globers was talking about when they muted me. I just think.
But
So,
I would
yeah,
but I would
Christian.
like to appeal to all the Christian Globers out there, though. You know, why would you want to believe a globe when God explicitly is, describing something that's not a globe?
Well, they're not the chosen, Keith. That's basically what it is. They're not the saints. They're doomed. And they have no one else to blame but themselves.
Like you said, Derek, often the most educated people are the hardest to make them clear that the Earth is
Yeah.
flat.
No, it's like they're clouds with empty water is what they are.
When
Have you
go
ever
out
heard
and
that
test
expression?
what, like when you go out and test their claims, it matches reality. No.
Yeah, no, dude, a globe doesn't match reality. What are you talking about?
No, when you go and test their claims, they hold up.
Whose claims?
What are you talking about?
Like the physicists and stuff,
What claims do they
Oh,
make?
you mean like the physicists,
Well, that
according
the sun is
to
400
water
times further
always
away than the
appears to
moon,
seek
that
and
seems to hold
maintain
Wait,
its
wait,
level?
wait, Derek,
Those
wait.
physicists?
Wait, Derek. Finish, Luca.
Like when the sun, when they say the sun is 400 times further away than the moon, and in that video you showed us where the sun is only lighting up that part of the moon. If the sun is 400 times further away than the moon is, then that makes sense that the sun is only lighting up that part of the moon, leaving the other part
That's
in
false.
darkness.
Because
So
do you know what the
that
inverse
holds
square of
up.
law of light? How this inverse square law of light works, Luca?
Well, it's something to do with brightness, right?
It spreads out.
Like how bright
As it
something
spreads
is.
out, okay. So as it spreads out, it diminishes. Okay. Correct.
Okay,
So
I think
let's
so. Yeah.
okay. So let's say that it's 400 times away. You say that light beam should be way more spread over the whole moon. Correct.
It can only light up half of it at a time, max.
Yet it doesn't.
That's what a full moon is. When the sun is lighting up half
Yeah, but
of
that
the
wasn't
moon.
a full moon. That's the whole
That's
point.
what
If
we
it's in
call.
direct
And
sunlight,
they
That's
would
what
be
we
so
call.
that's the
far
whole
away.
point there. If that thing's in direct sunlight, why wasn't it directly the whole side of the moon lit up?
Why wasn't they exactly half of it lit up all of the time?
If it's in direct sunlight, it should be lit up, but it wasn't.
And don't answer
If
this
it's in
question with a
direct sunlight,
question.
then half of the moon should be lit up.
It doesn't
And
make
it
any
wasn't,
physical
Luca.
sense, Luca.
And
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't.
since the sun is 400 times further away than the moon
Oh my
is,
word,
Oh,
that doesn't
according to
make
your
a
belief,
difference.
yeah.
The 400 times away distance actually makes it worse for you because the spread
It
spreads
does.
out further. That means more of the moon should be covered in light, Luca.
if the sun is like lower to like if the moon
No,
like
the
in your
sun was in
drawing,
full
if your
sight of the
drawing-
sun, so not this lower bullshit.
if
Shut
your
up.
drawing was
Oh, Luca.
Stop
if your drawing was
reaching.
accurate,
Wait,
then yes, we could say that.
Okay, Luca. Again on YouTube. My hand is the sun ray. Okay? It's bigger than the ball. Can you see the thing? Can you see what's happening on YouTube? It's filling touching the whole side of the ball. Understand? So it should light up the whole side of the ball. It didn't, Luca. Hence, therefore, the evidence is the sun is not causing the light on the moon.
There was Luca.
Vicky, we're
It
all
doesn't make
slowly
any
losing the will to
physical
live.
sense unless the light is its own light source.
Yeah, unless the sun is its
Be
own light source.
always full moon.
Let's use Occam's razor here quickly, and based on scripture, where God said the moon, He created the moon as a lesser light. So that means it's its own light, okay? And we look at evidence like I just showed you that contradicts the sun being the light on the moon. Based on Occam's razor, which is more plausible? The sun is its own light? Or the sun is and the moon is its own light, or the sun is causing the light on the moon, even though it contradicts that narrative?
Well, why would it contradict the narrative?
Because the whole moon would be lit up. Just PJ, I see he's frustrated.
That's fine.
No,
You see tomorrow.
Just
fine.
PJ.
Hey, Luca, you
Love you,
can
brother.
prove it.
see ya.
Just man.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but half of the moon should be not all of the moon should be lit up.
Yes, it should.
But at least
Yes,
half
it
of
should.
be, like,
Yes,
max.
it should. If it's in
Why?
direct path of the light, it should all be lit up. The whole face should be lit
But-
up. It's not.
It should be full moon. Full moon
Which
all the
is,
time.
on a full moon, sure. the
It's
whole
not a
face
full
is
moon in
lit
the
up.
sky there. It was supposed to be a full moon. It's not.
When the sun is so far away, Luca.
The moon's faces changes based on its position. Like as moon orbits the Earth, the angle between the sun, Earth,
That's
and
why we
moon
say
changes.
It's supposed to be
that's
a
why we
sphere,
say the
Luca.
globe doesn't match in reality.
So different portions are lit, like different hemisphere, like the hemisphere that faces us. Like sometimes
You
it's-
tell me
Luca,
the
let me
moon
mostly
is
for-
simplify it for you, okay, real quick. when the moon is like half lit, it's claimed that the moon is in between, or the Earth is in between the moon and sun, when we're clearly not. They're both above us. So what's causing that shadow?
I still say that's not a shadow.
You're saying what?
It's a Terminator line. So the sun.
Terminator line.
A Terminator line according to what? When there's nothing in between.
Well, it's like
It's like I shined a
It's not
flashlight on
lit
you.
up
and
by
you
the
just
sun,
happen
yes.
to
Why do you
light
think a
up
Terminator line is, Luca?
with nothing in between? It doesn't make sense.
well, the Terminator line is where sunlight cuts out. Cuts
So
off.
shadow
because it
then.
can't reach
Oh.
the other
There's
side.
nothing in between.
A shadow is
Okay.
cast when sunlight
Oh goodness.
hits an object and casts a shadow behind it.
Exactly. So the shadow is an absence of light.
It's when, like,
So the shadow is an absence of light, Luca.
you could say that, but you can also see the shadow. So it's not a complete absence of light. Like, you can
Okay,
still
great. That's
see
the
the
Terminator
shadow.
point. No, what we
You
want
can
to say,
hear
Luca, if
yourself.
the sun is so
Like,
far
you can
away
see
and
the
the moon
effects
is
of it.
so close, it should all day should be the moon phase full.
I find it really
Doesn't get it?
funny. I find it really funny that you're arguing for the moon not to be physical, by the way.
What do you mean? What? No, the moon is physical.
But you're claiming it's not a shadow, so therefore it's not physical. Well done.
The lunar Terminator is not a shadow. What's that? Why?
Sorry,
People
sorry.
landed on the moon. That shows it's physical. Like, it's physical because people have walked on it. So
People can't walk on a thing that violates natural law.
yeah, you have the second law of thermodynamics, right?
Many things, but even globers understand that the moon landings never happened. So
What do you mean?
it's fake, man. It's all propaganda.
the
Nobody
average
landed on the moon
person-
before. It's all just propaganda, man.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Have to
Prove
take
people
it as
walked on the
dream,
moon. How's
Luca.
that? How's that? Prove people walked on the moon. I'd like to see that.
Well, we got testimonies from people saying that they did.
We got testimonies that say they're Jesus Christ today.
We have testimonies from reputable sources.
We got
that
we
say
got
they did.
testimonies that they've seen mermaids. Do you believe that
Not
the people have
from
seen mermaids?
reputable sources.
Oh, so those people aren't reputable, aren't trustworthy because you just don't believe them, correct?
No, well, here's the thing. Physicists, would you trust the mechanic with your car?
Not actually. That's why I do my own car. Because I had a bad experience with a mechanic.
Would you trust the hospital with your life?
To an extent, yes.
So
Depends what hospital
why-
you go to, because hospitals, yeah, I wouldn't say government hospital is very trustworthy. I'd say private hospitals rather than a government hospital.
I don't like them too.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, sure, because government hospitals, you
No, it's
pay
just the
money
government
compared to-
hospitals, yeah, are, how can I put it? Useless.
And often just work because they have to work.
But that's
So-
literally just a false equivalence. I'm going to ask you again. How
But,
are you
yeah,
going?
but
You're
my point
you
was-
claiming the testimony of these people is trustworthy because you say so. but you're willing to throw
Well,
out other people's
sure
testimony.
hope so.
But you're willing to throw other people's testimony about something else out because you say they're not trustworthy. That's called hypocrisy.
It's like listening to Donald Trump about like if Donald Trump says this thing, it must be true.
Dude, we don't even like Donald Trump here. What are you talking about?
That would be appealing to authority because Donald Trump.
I never said anything about appeal to authority. I called you hypocrite.
Well, that's what I mean when I say like these like hospitals should know what they're doing.
Again, it's
with
a false equivalence. We're talking about
and
testimony here, okay? You're claiming the testimony of these Masons.
But who made that?
You're claiming the testimony of these Masons is trustworthy, but you claiming the people of ordinary people who claim things like seeing mermaids or Bigfoot is not trustworthy.
Yeah, but
and your whole spiel on that is just because you say so.
They're not educated in mermaid finding.
Why would if someone's, let's say someone's walking along the forest and they see Bigfoot and they give a testimony that they saw Bigfoot, were they going out to look for Bigfoot or did they just see Bigfoot?
I guess to see him.
Okay.
I guess
and they give a testimony. Why are they not trustworthy based on that?
Well, because Bigfoot has been sourced for like 100 years or so by now, and every single sighting of him is not an actual sighting of Bigfoot. So that kind of
so Bigfoot is fake.
Anyone's credibility.
So Bigfoot is faked.
Kind of.
Okay, cool. Cool. No.
Might be seeing
100%.
No, the point is, how would you know?
Wait. Okay, so cool. So why then would you agree that the moon landings happened when the moon landings were shown fake as well?
Or people might be like dressing up in Bigfoot costumes.
No, Luca, don't change the subject. The point is, how would you know?
Cheers, Darla. Good to see you, mate. Much blessings.
I sure hope that they know what.
No. I'm not looking for your hope. I'm asking you, how would you know?
How would I know that what
So you're just freaking throwing out your beliefs, aren't you?
Well, yes, I guess I do believe them.
Yeah. That's the whole point. You can't prove what you freaking believe.
That's why
it's called a belief. That's what's called a belief.
It's exactly like believing in mechanics when it comes to fixing
a
car.
No, mechanics.
There's something different.
Like they should know what they're talking about.
No. Luca, don't go there. Mechanics is not a belief.
Jobs they have jobs.
Do you guys see where he went?
Yeah, he's obfuscating.
Mechanics does not require belief.
Yeah, he's obfuscating. The thing is with mechanics, Luca, let's say I need to get injectors changed, okay? You will know if the mechanic changed the injectors or not. Okay?
Well,
when it comes
No.
You will know. Let's say you push your car into the mechanic shop and you ask the guy, please make sure my car drives. And guess what? When you get your car, it drives. Did you have belief he fixed your car or did he fix your car?
Well, I mean, if it didn't work before and then it worked then.
So it's not a belief then.
Proved that he worked and fixed the car, man.
But it depends on like the pay or if he scammed you or something.
Nothing.
You believe that mechanics don't.
You just can't say
no. The point is there's no belief. The point is there's no belief in the mechanic.
But how much they charge?
The mechanic is a physical person that actually does mechanical jobs.
Mechanics do scam you.
Yes, mechanics scam, but that's got nothing to do with it.
With mechanics, but that doesn't mean the means of operating by is a belief. You freaking fool.
Also, you hope that they know what they're doing as well. You believe
They actually
that
do
they
know what they're doing.
doing.
Whether they swindle you or not is a separate issue.
You certainly believe that. They
But you're
know what
saying
they're
mechanics
doing.
in general
That's why you brought
are
your
a
car
belief.
in.
No.
Hey,
Even though you
Luca,
know,
You're saying,
Luca.
no, shut up.
you may
You're
not
Sorry.
know
saying
anything about
no,
this person,
Luca,
but you do
shut
believe.
up. Do yourself a favor and be quiet. You're saying
Okay.
mechanics in general are belief based. No, they're not. Whether they
Well, you
swindle
sure?
you or not is a separate issue.
Okay, let's bring this back to how it's supposed to be. Do you
What an
believe
idiot.
Aristophanes existed, Luca?
It's hard to say whether or not it did, but from my perspective, because, well,
It's a yes or no question.
but
Do
we
you
have-
believe Aristophanes existed?
yes.
It takes a
So
belief.
that's a belief, okay? You have a belief. Now,
Yes, that
Because
would
you
be.
can't actually prove he ever
now
existed.
let's try this again. Do you believe that you ate today?
Nope.
I know that I ate today.
So it's not a belief.
Duh.
So you know you ate. That's not a belief. Now I'm asking
Yeah.
you, do you know what belief means?
Something without evidence, right? Like
That's faith. Faith is in things, trusting things that you've not seen. That's faith. What is belief?
It's like what? No,
can't
belief
prove it.
is something without evidence.
Oh
like,
my God.
saying something without evidence is a belief.
Trusting.
Belief is like a religion, Luca.
Belief is trusting in something.
When I say it hardcore, I say religion is something what you
Well,
believe,
it's just that
you know? But you
when-
believe, but you can't prove it, Luca, for 100%. You have to believe it. That's the difference about
but
belief.
when those people are supposed to know about this stuff, it's
I
not
give a
really
shit
a
about
belief.
them. You can't prove
What
it
do you-
if you
No.
weren't there for your own.
Excuse me. No, Luca, what people are you talking about who know?
Like
Enlighten me.
geophysicists, they should know that the Earth is a globe.
They should,
Why?
because they claim so, but can they prove it? No.
Like
Are you tired of sounding stupid yet?
You'd trust. Why?
No, you trust,
wouldn't
not
you
me.
trust a geophysicist as much as like
No,
as much as you
no,
trust a
no,
mechanic?
no. You're not going to throw me in the same category as yourself when you can't prove shit.
No.
I wouldn't trust someone that didn't know, or
And they don't know. That's the whole problem. If they did know, you could prove it. But no, you're still freaking grasping to believe that they know, yet can't prove it. Do you get it yet?
Know the difference.
I mean that's just untrust.
Yeah, no, you've given trust to people who can't prove shit to you.
Look, Luca, when you go and have a shit today, you know this. This is provable for you. For you, this is the 100% true that you had a shit today. And
But we have to believe
when
that
you
you're telling the
believe
truth.
something,
But yeah, and we
Yeah,
have
when
to,
you
we
believe
have to believe.
something-
Yeah, we have to believe that you're telling the truth. You understand?
Like, if
Yeah.
they could prove it, our belief would never be required.
Oh, I have a question. So
No. Take
no,
the
wait,
freaking point.
please.
If they could
Please.
prove it, it would never require our belief. But yet, what do they always require? Our belief.
If
Sit down and shut up
no,
for a minute
wait,
and
hold
actually
on,
consider what's being told to you.
Hold on.
No,
Flat
you hold on.
Keith,
Yeah.
Oh, what an idiot.
if You
Okay,
say,
he's screwed.
hypothetically, you were walking down the street one day and a
I'm not just
stranger
going to listen
or
to
an
you. I'm just going to
acquaintance
sit
came
here
up
and
to
talk,
you
talk, and talk,
Wait,
and
wait,
talk.
wait,
Right,
wait,
Luca?
Derek, wait. Wait, go ahead, Luca.
let's
an
say you
idiot.
were walking down the street and then a stranger or someone hypothetically came up to you and said that they've been to Antarctica. What,
How would you prove it?
believe them?
Why would
How
I
would you
believe them?
prove
I
it?
don't even know the guy from a. You see, he's a stranger.
Yeah, well, why?
Well, what evidence has he
would he
given to
lie?
me to?
Like, we don't even have airplane tickets to Antarctica.
Okay, but
I mean,
I want to know, why must I believe him? Well, what is the evidence he presents with? If he comes with maybe a plane ticket evidence and some footage showing
Well,
he's
look at
there,
the wealth is
Look,
when
I will say,
somebody.
I will say then, great, you went to Antarctica. Now, what does that got to do with anything? You're just some stranger
Like-
walking to me to tell me you've been to Antarctica. Okay.
for me, I'm always going to assume that someone's telling the truth initially.
So-
if it is plausible.
Okay, let's do another scenario for you. Someone comes
Or
up
if
to
it-
you and they ask, I need a place to sleep tonight because I got kicked out of my house, I got nowhere to stay, and I'm asking you please to help me just for the night. Are you going to give that person a place to stay by you? You don't know them from a bar of soap.
Well, I can't really deny the kicking out part, but I probably wouldn't because it's not really.
Well, why don't you trust the
same.
guy?
You're for 100%
why do you
one man
trust
that
him?
wouldn't open the door.
But why don't you trust him, Luca?
Well, I don't know him.
Great.
Well,
Do you know the
just said
astronauts?
a couple
Okay.
minutes ago you would
Great,
trust
great, great.
people like that.
Do you trust the astronauts?
Yeah,
Do you know the astronauts?
Why?
not personally.
Great. So you are a hypocrite then.
Absolutely,
No, it's just that
100%, Keith. Yeah,
These
Luca, I'm sorry, but
astronauts
you're freaking
should
retarded.
know what they're doing, right? Because it's their job.
So if
Right.
we don't know what they're doing, how do you know what they're doing?
So that certainly makes them more reputable.
So how are
because
you
it's their
able to
job,
make a statement? Oh yeah, that's what they're doing.
And they have many
And
witnesses as well.
dude, do you have any understanding at all how stupid you sound?
Well,
Really,
when you
really,
have
Luca.
multiple
This is so a simple
witnesses
question,
telling you
Luca.
the same thing, then that makes it more trustworthy.
What?
Okay. Let's do it that way as well. You got multiple people saying the same thing. How about Mormons? They all say the same things. Do you trust Mormons?
Well, I guess not.
Oh, but there's so much more Mormons than astronauts.
Sorry, I really
Well,
have to ask, what are
astronauts
Mormons?
are more trustworthy because that's their job, you know?
Well, Mormons, it's their job as well to preach the Mormon the Mormon religion. What makes the astronauts more trustworthy than the Mormons? There's a lot more Mormons out there than astronauts.
I guess the evidence.
Well, there's a lot more evidence for the Mormonism religion than there is for astronauts, is there not?
There sure is.
No.
Yeah.
Why are you saying no?
Well, what evidence is there for, like, Mormons or the Church of...
I don't know,
Like,
maybe that
keeping
there's
that
thousands of
tight-knit
Mormons around.
family.
Maybe that
What
there's
are you
thousands and
talking
thousands
about?
of Mormons around, so obviously they all see the truth of evidence, don't they?
Well, they're going off of the Bible.
No, they're not.
sticking
Dude, the
to-
Mormon Bible is not the Mormon Bible.
Luca,
It's
it's
not
just
the
said
Bible.
that you
Oh my
don't
God.
get it.
The Book of Mormon is like... They're going off
And
of
just
one
like,
piece
you
of
know,
evidence.
NASA going to the moon is not
Correct.
the Bible either, is it?
Great. No, I'm happy you're saying this. So, since you don't agree with the evidence for the Mormon Bible, why should we agree with the evidence for the moon landings when we know it literally violates the natural laws?
Well, the Mormon Bible, or or anyone's
You
Bible,
don't know
really,
shit
is
about it.
just one piece of evidence. But with the moon landing, there's like hundreds of pieces of evidence that it
Hundreds
did
of
happen.
Okay. No, let's take it this way. Let's take it this way.
Sorry, one
If someone
sentence.
claims,
The belief is the enemy of knowing.
okay, yeah,
It's just one sentence.
okay. Let's say if someone claims they went to China and they climbed over the China wall, and they did it in 1538, but they're living now in 2025. Would you believe them?
That's not plausible for now.
Great. So you wouldn't believe them because it's not plausible, correct? Why is it not plausible?
Well, it's impossible for one
Or
thing.
just like it is with it, going to the freaking moon.
But if someone claims they went to Antarctica, that at least
No,
is
Luca,
plausible.
keep with what I'm saying. Why is it impossible that this guy who's never been to China claimed he went to China in the year 1500 and he lives now in 2025? Why is it impossible according to you?
By biology.
Biology, okay.
What?
So according to biology, he wouldn't be able to be old enough to make that claim.
Yeah, he wouldn't be alive.
Great. Now with the moon landings, they violate natural laws to do what they claim to do. Why should we trust what they do, but you don't trust the guy that just claimed he went to the China Wall in 1500s?
If the moon landings did violate natural law, then yes.
It does violate natural law.
Dude, it's
though.
not even provable, Luca. It never has been.
Do you
Never
do you mean
was.
the second law of thermodynamics, or what laws are you talking
Yes, the
No,
second law
no,
of
wait,
thermodynamics.
Luca. You sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I'll believe it," and if it actually
Don't start
violates
from
these
the
things,
beginning.
you're still believing it.
The thing I'm just trying to point out to Luca is specifically your hypocrisy and double standards you hold for your belief system. That's all I'm trying to point out. Your Globers have a double standard belief system. You don't want to accept something that goes against reality. You want to accept something that goes against reality only when it suits your narrative. That's a double standard.
Well, the people doing the space thing should know what they're doing.
Dude, you
because
can't
it's
even
their
prove
job.
space
No.
exists, and neither can they.
If you want to call it a belief, sure.
It is a
because
belief.
I do
Literally a
believe
belief.
them
There's nothing
because they
scientific
should
behind
know
it.
what they're doing. They should know
No,
the things they're talking about, right?
Okay,
Because it's
how
their
would
job.
how
I
would
much sad things, Luca, but you're really sad.
how would they use a processor as strong as a Nintendo to go launch something to the moon?
What do you mean? A processor as strong as
Their
Nintendo?
processing power was as much as a Nintendo.
In the first moment.
This
Was
watch I got on my arm right now has more processing power than they had for the Apollo missions.
Well, yeah, because the equipment back in
So, okay, cool. So can I take this
1969
watch
wasn't as good
and
as-
use it to make sure I can get to the moon with a rocket?
Yeah, we would do
Well,
this
not
right.
with a watch
Perfect
itself,
idea.
Because that's not designed to go to the moon, the watch.
No, just let's say I can take the same amount of processing power that this watch has, and I'm able to make technology out of the same process power to get a rocket to the moon. Will I be able to do that?
No.
No.
So how the hell did they do it with less processing technology?
Luca, you have no idea. You just freaking canceled yourself.
Sorry, back in a minute.
I don't think that if you can show me where it says that the polar rocket uses less processing power than a watch. Yeah. Like nowadays, it's like a nowadays watch uses more power than a rocket. That's,
I mean, there was a saying my
doesn't
dad
sound
told me where you
plausible to
can't
me.
change stupid. And Luca, I'm sorry, but it seems like, even with logic, reasoning, and proof, you're not changeable. You sound retarded. Absolutely retarded. Like you ought to wear a helmet everywhere you go.
I mean, sure, maybe
Yeah, sure.
be a smartwatch
should,
or an
'cause you're
iPhone
freaking
maybe
stupid.
could output more processing power than a rocket.
And
Because
perhaps we're
that's what
stupid for even trying to
scientists
argue with
do.
you. I mean, because it's just vain at this
And
point.
a rocket
You've made no point
in the
whatsoever.
olden days
You're just sitting there
uses
arguing
like
in vanity, like, oh, maybe they did.
The first moon landing was achieved with less computing power than a cell phone or a calculator.
And yet they can't freaking go back
Well,
to the
yeah.
moon today with freaking two freaking
As I was saying.
100 million times the computing power.
Okay.
As I was saying, even
Can
if
you hear me?
did
Yes.
And that
Well-
somehow makes sense in your mind. Yeah, you're retarded, Luca.
even if it did, as I was saying, like even if it did
Sorry,
use
you are.
less processing power than a smartphone or calculator or
No,
whatever,
I think you just like hearing yourself talk.
it's designed for a job.
Yeah, show how.
You just told me that I would not be able to take the processing power of this watch that has much more processing power than they did. And I can't get it
it's
right. But
designed
they
for-
could do it with less processing power than a damn calculator. Do you understand how
so-
ridiculous that is?
Hmm.
Anyway, I would like to carry
in-
on, but it is kind of late, and I'm getting kind of frustrated with this, but to be honest.
Just one thing you could say to Luca, and everything you would believe it when I'm a scientist or something like this. This is how
If you were
is.
a scientist, that would definitely increase your credibility. So
Oh
I
my!
believe
I'm
you.
a scientist, Luca. I'm a scientist. Does that make my credibility
Yes,
more?
and so it is. So it is one
mean,
for
We
me.
operate by the
You saw
scientific method.
you saw me do
Luca.
science when I gave you the hypothesis and experiment with the orange peel. So I'm a scientist, Luca. So that gives me credibility, correct?
For me,
I mean, being a flat earther ruins your credibility as well.
No, you're still appealing to
You are
majority.
That's a
belief,
good question.
Not science.
Before we do close, LJ does want me to ask Luca a question. I think it's actually very important. What if
Okay, go
NASA
ahead.
came out admitting the Earth was flat? What will your
Which they
thoughts
already
be,
have.
Luca?
I'd like to know how they did it.
Because it's based on a flat stationary Earth, you stupid chuff
Luca,
nugget.
the point I'm making is, what if NASA came out and they admitted, guys, yeah, we've been lying to everybody all this time. The Earth is actually a flat, stationary, enclosed plane. What were your
I want
thoughts
to know
then?
why they lie.
Dude,
I
it's
would
literally
like to know
what's
how they
required.
Would you believe
Like
them?
how they
My point is,
faked
would
that.
you believe them?
No.
So
There we
you
go.
don't,
I'd like to know how
you don't
they did
believe
it.
So-
NASA yet still herald that they went to
There's
the moon.
so
He will
much
believe them.
evidence for it
He
to
will
being
believe them
true.
when they violate natural law, but he won't believe them when they admit they've been lying.
And
Okay.
actually, their
I'd like to
mathematics
know
and
how they
scientific
faked it.
basis is based on a flat stationary Earth, not a
And-
freaking globe curved sphere.
But
You
anyway,
You don't
guys.
believe them then,
You said
but you'll
about
believe that.
the,
Oh,
sec-
we did
the
the
second.
moon.
Hold on, the second law of thermodynamics. You said it violates the second law of
Would you
thermodynamics.
wait? I just want to say something.
specifically.
Would you guys
Luca,
like to carry
I'm
on?
tired of hearing
Sorry,
your
guys.
stupidity. God bless you all.
Derek Nelson, guys, would you guys like to carry on with the discussion? Because I'd like to go sleep though.
No, go ahead.
One
go,
more.
go,
one
go
more thing. One
rest,
last
bro.
thing.
No,
One-
Luca's
one
just a
last thing
fucking
before we
dumbass.
head off. Before I head off. You said
Just
And
found
he's
it
like,
that
he,
he's so
he is
long
purposely
here, you
being
know.
a
one last
dumbass.
thing before I head off.
We've
You
shown
said
him
that-
everything where NASA themselves have shown
You
all
said,
their flight dynamics are based on a flat stationary Earth. And Luca's like, oh, that's not what it is. Luca,
No.
you're retarded and you should wear a helmet everywhere you go.
Right, and
You
I say
retard
also
fuck.
all the Globers have to think about their own minds because they believe everything and belief is the enemy of knowing, and that's why they know nothing than hot air.
Yeah.
Most kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, God bless everyone. Take care in the
Thanks for
meantime.
coming.
God
Great
bless.
having you on.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
Luca,
you.
for the laughs. Yeah.
wait, you
Thanks,
said
Luca.
one,
And I
one,
do still love you,
one more
Luca,
thing.
but you're just
You
stupid.
said that it violates the second law of thermodynamics, specifically.
Yeah, we're
Does
going to have that
thermodynamics-
discussion next stream. Don't worry. Right now, I want to
Piss
sleep.
off.
Because if we have to start
We
about
will.
thermodynamics, it's going to go on forever as well. So, ZH,
We
thank you
will.
for your 10 Australians. He said, thanks for the fun stream flats. Here for the YouTube premium fund. Appreciate it. How much is the YouTube premium fund, though, by the way?
I don't know.
YouTube Premium is about, I think, $18 a month.
Oh, okay.
17? 18, I
Not
think.
sure. But thank you, ZH. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Like,
Have a
that's
great
how it
night.
should be.
Thanks for
But
having me on. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great
Bye-bye.
having you on. Cheers,
Apple.
Chris. Cheers, Luca.
Bye-bye,
Eric.
sir.
Everybody, and
Bye-bye.
thank you for everybody who's just come to support. Appreciate you. Please just hit the likes. Even just hitting the likes helps the channel a lot. So thank you very much. Thank you for everybody that sent super chats and all my Patreon members and members. You rock. See you tomorrow for another awesome stream. Many blessings and may God bless you. Cheers.
Amen.
And
Cheers.
it's ended. Oh.